just so real. Already know exactly how you feel. See the head, not like seeing a steeple. You damn well know they're one of the people. Nobody breaks us, 'cause nobody made us, and no one can take this 'cause we got their fix. We are the people, we are the people, we are the people. Don't mess with this.
Oh, hell yeah. Look at this room right here. What's going on, man?
What is up?
We got everybody, and we got Chad, we got Rich, and joining us today, it's little doggy, Mike Woodall.
Good morning.
What
yo.
is up, everybody?
What's up? We all survived the weekend.
Man, yeah. Was it a good weekend, Rich? How was being up in, where were you, Leachville?
Yeah. We were up in Leachville for TNR, locked and
great
loaded.
matches and
Yeah.
great interaction, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Always good seeing everybody up there. And
Yeah.
it's been a little bit since I've been able to get up there because I've been,
Yeah.
busy with other things. But
Now,
yeah,
this coming Saturday, is there another Wise Guys game?
there is, but it's away again.
Oh, it is away.
Yeah,
Okay.
yep. Forgive me, I'll have to look and see where they're playing.
No,
I know they
that's
were
fine.
at Iowa
What is it,
Woo
the 20
yesterday.
is
The 21st is when
the
they come
home
back
game?
to Hot
Okay,
Springs. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So a
Counting
lot
down
of
the
people,
days for that, man.
well, a lot of people probably ready to get out there and see it that hadn't had an opportunity yet.
Yeah, for sure. I know their goal is, so I know, like I said, I think we came in just under 1,900 in attendance for the first game. And so they've put the challenge out now. They want to fill at least 3,000 people in
Oh,
the
that'd
arena.
be packing it out. That'd be nice,
Yeah,
man. That'd be super nice.
Yeah, good weekend.
yeah.
Went and checked out the zoo in Memphis. So, nice family fun day out there. And
Chad, you had a couple cool things happen over the weekend. You told me, first of all, Saturday was just insane for you?
Yeah, Saturday was crazy, man.
I mean, like you were just like a machine.
Yeah, I was busy, man.
But you also said that a lady had stumbled into your shop somehow.
Yeah, I can't remember her name. I have to pull it up. But she was an influencer. She had like 80,000 followers.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you
she
said
did like
she posted a video and stuff started getting silly.
Yeah, it got crazy, man. Like all my social stuff started booming up. I was like,
That's
all right,
awesome,
thank
man.
you,
That's
yeah.
great, man.
Yeah, it
That's
was cool,
awesome, man. That's
I went
great.
and watched the little videos. It's pretty cool, man.
That is dope. That is dope. What's she about?
It's kind of like some mom stuff. Last
Okay.
night she was doing live and she was putting together like a shelf, and she had
Okay.
like 100,000 people watching do it. And I was like, this is crazy, man. Like, she's putting together a shelf, and like
Yep.
all these people are
How
just.
do you get 100,000 people to watch you put
I
together a
don't
shelf?
know. We're
That's
gonna have to, like you
impressive.
said, we gotta get it on here, man.
Yeah, I'm doing something wrong. Okay. Yeah. What's up, Mike? What's up, buddy? How you been, man? How was your
Been
weekend?
good. I need to get on TikTok.
Right.
How was your weekend?
The
man?
last person I know on TikTok.
Yeah.
We'll get you on there.
Yes, I did pretty good this weekend. I worked so hard I had to go inside and sit in my underwear.
Yeah. No, that's pretty hard.
So hot.
Yeah.
No, it was getting
It was hot,
ridiculously hot.
It was.
yesterday, man.
Sleepy hot.
Yeah, no, it was way damn hot.
Yeah.
We went bowling Saturday night, which was fun. I was.
Always.
it's a good
Yeah.
air-conditioned activity.
Yeah, no, it's always a good
We
time.
didn't think
man.
that.
But I'll tell you this, I sure screwed up because it was my idea. I said, why don't we go? Because we'd gone bowling. I don't know. It's something we do with the boys and their ladies if they wanted to go,
Right.
if they're dating someone. But anyway, we'd gone the last time, and I was like, man, it's so affordable, so much fun,
Right.
And so I told Laura, I said, let's, Noah and his girl wanted to get together. I was like, well, let's just go bowling. She was like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. And so we went, had a great time, went to pay, and when he told me how much, I looked up at the thing, and I said, well, I thought it was like $4 a person or something. He goes, oh, yeah, on Tuesday. You see, it's Saturday. It's $34 an hour.
Damn.
So I paid about $125
Dang.
to bowl
Yeah.
Saturday night. So some good bowling, man.
Right?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun though. We had a good time, man, doing that.
Was worth it.
Yeah, no, it was definitely. It's always worth it to go have a good time,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
All right, let's try to get into a little bit of news. Maybe you can do something with. I don't know. Speaking of TikTok, it looks like they're going to extend the deadline again on
course
that.
they
They're
are.
just gonna keep extending.
Of course they will.
Right.
Yeah. Surprise, according to another new study, teens who like to stay up late are much more impulsive. Yeah, not shocking.
Not at all.
No, that's just not shocking. Let's see. Ed the zebra is now safe after a looting capture in Tennessee. You may remember he'd been a celebrity for a little bit. He ran away. He's back home with its owner after he was located in a pasture near an interstate over the weekend. Yeah, they told everybody to stay away from the zebra because it would bite your ass. Apparently, zebras are not friendly.
No, man.
Right.
They're from Africa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most of the wild animals probably aren't friendly when you
probably
think about
not.
it. No, I mean, even your dog's probably not friendly to most people.
No, man.
You know what I'm saying? You ever pet a zebra?
No.
He said no.
They're like donkey times 2 me.
Right, bite
Yeah.
the shit out of it.
Yeah. But donkeys, they can be fun, man. They're pretty expressive. You know, Aaron Redden has a couple that are really fun.
Well, the burro especially. A burro
Yeah.
is really fun.
Oh yeah, is there a difference between a burro and a donkey?
Donkey and a horse.
Is a burro
Right.
Okay.
They can't reproduce.
Oh, okay. But
Or
they're
maybe it's a mule.
they're friendlier.
I don't know. I know what you're talking about. That.
I think it's a mule that's
okay.
the hybrid.
Okay. But so there's a difference then between. Okay, I didn't even know that.
Burro is a Mexican donkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Maybe
probably
right.
only speaks Spanish.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah. They eat a lot of burritos. Two people dead on the Vegas Strip in a shooting that was streamed live on YouTube. That's great. Near the Bellagio fountain, video showing a gunman firing shots during what seemed to be a confrontation. So it wasn't random. It was some YouTubers who had a feud.
Oh,
That spilled
Had
into
beef.
gunshot. Yeah. Yeah, both victims
settle
pronounced
this on the
dead.
strip.
Man, that's tough when you're YouTubing and that causes you to have to go
They
shoot
got
somebody.
obviously
I mean, for
YouTubes
real.
now, I guess, man.
All right.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Hey, if you give a shit, Diet Cherry Coke will be back. Okay, that's enough of that. What else is going? A Louisiana sheriff is learning to follow his own advice the hard way. Louisiana Jefferson Parish Sheriff Joseph Lapinto reminding people don't leave guns in your cars after a burglar broke into his truck and stole the gun he didn't remove. Surveillance video showed the thief in action. He described the incident in a Facebook post, pointing out the stolen gun as his personal property, not his service weapon. He added, "Do as I say, not as I do." Yeah, several cars were broken into over the weekend there in Louisiana. But if you live in Louisiana, you kind of expect that's what's going to happen, you know? Federal immigration authorities arrested 44 people across Los Angeles for immigration violations Friday. It sparked protest. It sparked riots, is what it sparked. I mean, there were some protests, but once you light cars on fire,
That takes a level.
break into businesses and steal and
Right.
loot cars, that's a riot.
Right.
So the raids targeted workplaces like a clothing warehouse in the Fashion District and a Home Depot in the Westlake District. And apparently people got mad and came out to protest, and then it turned into a riot. Now, what a lot of people are saying is that several of the people that were, quote, agitators were outside people that had been brought in to do so and paid to do so. I don't know if that's
That's been a
true,
long
but-
time running conspiracy
Yeah.
for
everything.
Well, I have
Everything
yeah
that
for
happened.
everything.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
seen a
Oh,
lot.
they brought them in here.
I have seen paid protesters. I mean, I've seen where people talk about it. and they
I mean,
look like
I wouldn't doubt that it happened.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
begging people for years on Twitter to tell me where I can get paid to be a liberal on Twitter, and no one ever owns up to it.
Nobody will tell you.
No.
No.
Probably contractually obligated to.
No. You're probably not saying the phrase that pays.
Yes.
You have to have a magic phrase to get into the club.
Well, I told him, I mean, I'll hawk anything.
I'm not giving
just,
it to you.
know.
I'll tell you that. I'm not giving it to you. The Trump administration's budget proposal for the 2026 plans to cut funding for Pell Grants. What does it say? Oh, the maximum Pell Grant would drop from $7,400 to $5,700. Why? I don't know the story behind that, but it says more than half of Pell Grant users would get some less money. Now, if I'm being honest, and if you're being honest too, most people take that Pell Grant and go buy all kinds of shit, but not stuff for school. They go kick it. They have a good time. I'm not saying that you don't want as much as you can get. You do. Let's see. Oh, they brought the guy back from where? El Salvador? Is that where he was sent to?
Yes.
Kilmar Albrego Garcia. They brought him back finally. The guy who they said was mistakenly deported to El Salvador in March, despite a court order. They brought him back, but not for the reasons they wanted. Now he has to face charges in Tennessee for human trafficking. The attorney general said he was part of a smuggling ring. His lawyers say the charges are unfair. Well, that's what I would expect him to say. Yeah.
They made over 100 trips.
Yeah. Well, if he made 100 trips, then, Might make another trip. One more. The CDC warning about salmonella outbreak linked to eggs from Milo's poultry farms in Wisconsin. So if you have eggs from Milo's poultry farm, go ahead and throw them out.
Don't met your neighbor.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Egg somebody driving past, yeah. A small plane crashed in Tennessee on Friday. Injured several people. A single-engine plane went down before 1 p.m. near a runway in Chattanooga. Emergency crews found the plane in a grassy area. 6 of the 20 people on board had injuries, not life-threatening. That's pretty good, though, if you have a plane crash with 20 people on board and nobody's really life-threatening injured. Kudos to the pilot, whatever the situation may have been. Earl Henderson Riley IV, anytime you're a fourth, it's tough, was arrested last week breaking into the homes of NFL players in Washington. Police charged him with 7 counts of burglary. He targeted homes in affluent areas of 2 unnamed Seattle Seahawks players. You know, they're out playing the game, and he's, raking them for jewelry and watches and stuff like that. Okay, hey, this is good. While on vacation in Texas, a 5-year-old girl, Brooklyn Garth, saved her 3-year-old sister from drowning after noticing she'd slipped in a pool without her floaties on. She's never taken swim lessons, but did act quickly, entered the water, pulled her sister to safety. Her bravery was later recognized by a congressman who gave her a tour of the Capitol and a certificate. Well, that's pretty cool. I guess at 5, you might remember a tour of the Capitol. What's going on?
I don't even know what's going on.
Is it just?
I seen something
it's
about
glitching out again.
It said something about a half a doggy. There it is. Half a hot dog. And it went blank.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's a good song, actually.
Tasha said she just applied for her Pell Grant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Get that money. Free money's the best money.
Yeah,
To
always.
be honest with you. In 2023, English crane operator Glenn Edwards rescued a trapped worker during a fire at a construction site by maneuvering his crane to lift the man to safety.
Did you say a trap worker?
Rescued a trapped worker.
Oh, a trapped worker. Okay, I thought he said a trap. I was like, I don't even know that was a job you could apply for
You
now.
talking about
Sign
like
me up.
talking about like a trap house?
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. What just happened right there? We just lost signal. I don't
dude,
know what's going on over here.
telling you.
Something's
Crazy,
happening
man.
right now. Last week, Gary Edwards stopped a carjacking attempt at a Georgia gas station by intervening when he saw a woman being attacked. He chased the suspect across traffic, prevented a second carjacking involving a child, and then held the suspect at gunpoint until police arrived. The suspect arrested and faces multiple charges. Edwards praised for his bravery, despite warnings from the police about risk of intervening. But sometimes a good guy with a gun is a good thing. You know what I mean? Please, hey, don't let me get robbed if you can stop it.
Right.
I appreciate you for that. Have you ever, has anybody here seen, Mike, I bet you've seen Spinal Tap, right? Mm-hmm. How about yourself? Any of you guys ever seen? Listen, do yourself a favor. Go watch the movie Spinal Tap.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a mockumentary about a fictional rock band. And anyway, the sequel is the long-awaited sequel is about to come out.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, okay.
The original film was 1984, and they've been getting it remastered to 4K to return to theaters before the new one. The premise for the sequel involves the band reuniting after 15 years for one last show, sparked by an old Spinal Tap song going viral on social media. So yeah, I think that'll be a lot of fun. The first one's really good. It was really a funny, one of the better mockumentaries I've ever seen, and it's endured. I mean, it's that good. It's got a great cast, man, and a great story about the drummers that keep dying. That's a running gag in it that's really funny. Japan is barring parents from giving kids stupid names. Hey, we could use that. The days of flashy baby names, Japan said, yeah, we've had enough. One person's flashy could be interpreted as another stupid. The Japanese government's now cracking down and taking steps to prevent new parents from giving newborn babies names like Pikachu, Pudding, or Prince. Though no other examples were given, likely this just applies to the ones that, start with the letter P here. But Pikachu and Pudding, yeah,
I like
that's
the
Pikachu is definitely
That's it right there.
that's,
When they heard that, they're like, no more.
No more.
all right. This shit right here is crazy, man. Kevin and Elisa Key say a employee at a Richmond Starbucks refused to help in a medical emergency because they didn't wait in line. Kevin started having medical problems related to being in stage 4 kidney failure. Her husband was sweating and vomiting, so she ran to the closest business, Starbucks. There was a big line. As she frantically explained what was happening, the customers all let her move to the front so she could get her man some water, where she said she was told by the employee she had to wait in line like everyone else. Fortunately, the Capital One Cafe across the outdoor mall was much more accommodating and able to provide the water that Kevin needed. After hearing the story, Starbucks media relations guy Sam Jeffrey said, "Fuck." No, he may have.
I'm pretty sure he probably did.
He probably did, but
That was definitely in there somewhere.
Somewhere in there, I'm
he
sure.
said the Keys were contacted and apologized to, and they've been welcomed back to a store of their choice to get the experience they should expect, which probably will include water.
That was great, man. That was great.
Well, I mean, I was like, that's what I'd say. It'd be like, come on, man.
I just think it's funny that at the end of all that, they still invited him. Hey, I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
why don't you come back and wait
Yeah.
in line properly?
And we'll
And then we'll be sure to.
Took that water and walked out.
we got you a free water.
Right,
We'll
right.
give you a second chance.
Right, we'll give you a second chance to try out this line thing. Try not to die next
Let
time.
me address, is this Clapper?
It's one of them, yeah.
Clapper!
Yep.
What up?
What up?
Sorry.
At least one screen around here is
The
working.
Right.
Yeah, the TSA is begging you, please, damn it, please, stop using your Costco membership cards as ID for flights. It's not a real ID. It's not acceptable as a form of real ID, which is now required. Travelers keep showing up with Costco cards because it has a gold star on it. Thinking it'll work.
That's hilarious. Wow.
Yeah, please, no Costco cards. I remember, I don't know, I bought a wallet.
Don't need to go get the real ID. My Sam's Club card.
Yeah.
Costco.
I bought a wallet,
Store and everything.
and it had a fake credit card in it. You know, one of those that, well, I don't even remember the name of it.
Yeah.
But man, I kept that thing for about 3 years, and I'd always take it when I'd go into a Chinese restaurant, and I'd give it to them, you know, to pay at the end, and they'd look at it for a minute, look at me, look at it, look at me, and I'd go, "No, I'm just kidding."
Running gag.
Yeah, it's just funny. My wife would laugh, made her laugh anyway. In Wexford County, Michigan, police are looking for a man who pointed a gun at a group of kids near Lake Billings Dam in Manton. The man wearing a red shirt, gray sweatpants, blue Crocs, and a cowboy hat. Well,
Already told
that's
you right
already
there.
a problem
Right.
there. Michigan State Police asking anyone with information to call their Cadillac post or the Gaylord Regional Dispatch
Either
Center.
one, I'm not calling.
Change the name of that, man. Come on, stop. It's 2025. Really, Gaylord Regional?
Man.
Okay.
Mr. Gaylord.
Yeah. A Walmart shopper in Arizona called the police after a self-checkout machine charged him over $1,300 for 9 avocados, which he accidentally entered. He was buying 999 instead of 9. He started screaming that Walmart was trying to rob him. He called the cops, who put him in handcuffs and escorted him outside to get calmed down a little bit. Did you watch?
Man, yeah, it was good. It was an
What a
last night.
great game, man. I mean, well, it wasn't a great game, but it was a great game, too. This is exactly what I expected, though. I expected that the Thunder were going to come back at home in game 2 and whoop that ass, and that's what they did. They, at one point, I think they led by 34.
Yeah, they were on it.
The final 123-107. Game 3 Wednesday night, and this time they'll be
Indiana.
in Indiana.
And Indiana's going to win that one.
I think so. I think so.
And then Oklahoma's going to take the rest of them.
I don't know, man. I
think so.
I don't know.
I hope so.
I mean, Oklahoma looked very good
They
last night.
looked good last night, but
they
looked
looked
like
good last
they
night.
the other night.
But Indiana didn't look.
No.
They weren't nearly as rattled, but they just weren't moving without
They
the ball.
wasn't hitting. They wasn't
No,
hitting
no,
them
they had
shots.
terrible outside percentage for them. So next game is what tip off game 3 Wednesday night.
Wednesday? Okay.
Wednesday night, yeah. Adam Sandler confirms that Derrick Henry will
seen
be
this video.
in a role for 2,000 yards. Last week, Dan Patrick took it upon himself to promise Ravens running back Derrick Henry a role in the Sandler movie if he can post 2,000 rushing yards this season. On Friday, Sandler contacted Henry directly to confirm that, and so there you go.
It's an awesome
Okay.
video on Facebook to watch, man. It's an awesome video. It's Sandler talking to Derek about doing it.
Yeah.
And he's walking around the hotel room and he shows his little dog, like bulldog, scratching his face in the background. He's like, you get this, I'm going to give you a role. And it's pretty cool, man.
That is cool,
It's
man.
watching it, man.
It's cool to be Adam Sandler.
Yes. Yeah, like he's a really dope dude.
He
man.
is, man. He's a cool people, man. I don't know. Coco Gauff won her first French Open. She won the French Open that she said was the one she wanted. On Saturday, she raged a comeback to defeat world number one Ariana Sabalenka in 3 sets. It was the 21-year-old's first French Open win. Well, that's great. For men, it was another epic showdown between number one Jannik Sinner and number two Carlos Alcaraz at 5 hours and 29 minutes, the longest French Open ever. Man, I couldn't watch tennis for 5 hours.
No.
Man, listen, an hour, I'm done. I don't care who I'm watching. That's
People in
all.
America get up at like 4 in the morning to watch them because, you know what I'm saying, it's overseas and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not that devoted. Man.
No,
I'm sorry.
there's no-
DVR for that kind of stuff.
I barely even changed the channel to watch
Man.
the Olympics.
Yeah.
No.
Tennis.
Sorry, man.
I mean, tennis is all right. I don't get excited watching it.
I mean, it's
more
Golf,
fun
now
to play.
that.
Golf is actually fun to watch to me. I do like watching golf.
It really is sometimes.
It is. It can be
It's
fun.
relaxing and therapeutic. Like
Yeah.
seeing the greens and I think I could chill watching golf for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's got cool views. It's, the shots, sometimes they make her insane, and that's cool.
Yeah.
The pants are always interesting that people wear, so it's fun to people watch that.
When I'm playing golf, I always feel like I shouldn't be there.
Oh, always.
Oh, no, I never belong
Yeah,
there. I'm
no,
just there to
yeah.
have fun. Yeah, no, I'm
Yelling,
kidding.
four.
I mean, I should be working and stuff.
Oh.
Playing, but
Oh, some people that is work, believe it or not.
That's-
There are a lot of people that negotiate deals out on the golf course.
Yeah,
It happens a lot.
truly, yeah.
Yeah. In the first 2 games of the Stanley Cup, there have been 9 periods of play. Game 1 saw the Oilers take down the Panthers 4-3 in OT. Friday night, more of the same, but double. Down 4-3 with 28 seconds in regulation. Corey Perry scored a game-tying goal for Edmonton to send the contest to overtime with no goals scored. They needed another OT. That was where Brad Marchand gave the Panthers the 5-4 win after just 8 minutes had gone by in double overtime. Game 3 is tonight in Florida, so get that if you're into the hockey. You know what I'm saying? All right. Any local news from the weekend that we need to cover that y'all know?
they caught the guy in
Oh yeah, they did.
yeah.
I did hear about
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, they
a
did.
mile and a half from the jail.
Yeah, they sent. I would have thought he had gotten much further than
You would
that
think,
myself.
man.
I figured that he had done much better because he knew kind of how to evade and what to look for. But man, what a chump he ended up being. But apparently they sent in their, immigration SWAT team, basically from the federal government
Yeah.
to help find him, and that's
He
what
looked
they.
horrible too. He looked like Saddam Hussein coming out of the spider hole.
He did.
Well,
look
yeah.
bad.
I mean, if you've been hiding out in the woods for a couple
Oh,
weeks,
man.
that's how you're going to look. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not like you out there showering and getting it cleaned up and everything. No, you're going to look insane. Yeah, hell, if I slept in the woods just tonight when I
Man.
woke up, I'd look insane
Yeah.
tomorrow. I'm
Like
sure.
Sasquatch coming out of the woods.
Right. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I would look like. I'd probably get netted. Game and
What
fish
the hell?
would come trap me. Brandon said, I have bats now along with the armadillo family. My dog almost caught a bat last night in front of my porch.
You got that on the ring cam?
Yeah. Was that some kind of battle going on? Bats and the armadillo family. My
Yeah,
dog
beef at
almost
your
caught
house,
a bat.
man.
Yeah, you got stuff going on. This golf is a waste of a nice rifle range, Andy says.
That's very true, man.
Some might say,
Me, I knock them down there like I'm firing at a damn target.
Tasha said, when I was flying 2 weeks ago, people were trying to board with expired IDs. I was mind blown. This asshole held up the line and made us late because of that. That is an asshole. Look, you know damn well before you ever go to the
yeah.
airport what you need and what you got to have. And if you show up and you delay other people because you're trying to, razzmatazz some shit, you're an a-hole.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you're a jerk for that. And you know better. Let's see what else is going on.
I'm looking. Apparently, there was a somewhere around here in Little Rock. I'm trying to find the actual news report, but apparently yesterday some dude stole a golf cart and led police on a low-speed chase.
Oh, that's some Arkansas shit right there, man.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. When you, how drunk are you when you take off in a golf?
Right.
Oh, man, you got to catch me first. I'm going to do 20.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, watch out, I'm going to curve here. Yeah, no, that's...
Right until this battery runs out.
You had too good of a day at golf.
Right.
Right.
You had way too many beers
Too many
there. is what's going on.
Michelobes.
Yeah, too many of those hard ciders out
Yeah,
there,
there you
bro.
go.
They're probably drinking the hard ciders. All right, let's take a break here. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Oh, it's nighttime. It's the right time. Feeling this groove. It's so sublime, yo. That's right. I got my girl in the caddy, 4-door in a 6-body trunk. Yeah, she call me daddy, cause I'm the righteous father of funk. We bouncing at the stoplight, fenders moving to the beat. Everybody wanna get in right, it sure don't matter the street. Slow rolling in the roundabout, 2 wheels lifted and curving out. Purple paint popping under street lamps, flexing so hard I almost caught a real cramp. Sitting cloud wrapped in my crushed velour, grab a Cuban out the humidor. That Haitian smoke is silky smooth, but it ain't got nothing on this funky groove. We bouncing at the stoplight, fenders moving to the beat. Everybody wanna get in right, it sure don't matter the street. The Lexani chrome is shining so bright. Them catfish trying to get a bite. It might be the car that book 'em, but it's that groove that cook 'em. It's getting funky here tonight. Break it down all the way downtown. Riding this sleigh, you found the right beat today. We bouncing at the stoplight, fenders moving to the beat. Everybody wanna get in right, it sure don't matter the street. Bass slapping, toes tapping, act like it didn't happen. Let's ride. Let's ride.
If you're looking for a vehicle, you know where to go. Fitz Auto is the place to go. Now, you can go online at fitzauto.com, or you can go in person, 8421 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock. What makes them different? What makes them special? Well, they work with you regardless of your credit history because they're their own bank. They don't have to ask anybody else. It's up to them who they work with. And they have late model, low mileage vehicles. They're going to save you money. They're going to put you in something you can be proud of. And it doesn't matter, sports car, truck, SUV, boat, RV, camper, amphibious units. They've got motorcycles, anything you could possibly want on wheels and an engine. They've got it there for you. Check them out, fitzauto.com. Start there. David Lindsay has been a guest many times on this show. You met him, you know him, he's a great guy. He's also the customer service manager at Cabot Mechanical HVAC. They've got over 20 years experience. And I'm going to tell you what, David saved my butt. Somebody came in and said we needed a whole new system. I freaked out. I said, let me get a second opinion. David came in and said, no, we can fix this for $200. And you know what? Since then, he's been my guy. He's the most reasonable, honest HVAC tech I've ever met in my life. He's just good people. Give him a call, 944-5776. 944-5776. These guys at Cabot Mechanical will treat you like family, and you're going to be keeping them around like family because it's the best value you can get. And in Arkansas, you don't want to be without your air conditioning. Give David a call over at Cabot Mechanical HVAC, baby. All right, we are back. It is Monday here at Patrick and the People. And, man, I did have a good thing happen over the weekend. I was able to help
Oh man, yes.
your boy get into a house, him and his lovely lady,
Yes.
Ashley, Landon and Ashley. And, man, what a great experience it was to help him out.
Man, he's been excited, man.
Yeah, he was super excited. We went and did the final walkthrough, and I posted about it because they got in for about $700. That's about what it took him out of his pocket to get into this house,
Now
man.
he's painting like it was already a nice house, but he's
Yeah.
making it like he wants it. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? 'Cause he's got that extra dough.
Yeah, that's what we talked about. Well, that's right. That's what we talked about is you take that money, in your pocket and build
Flip
your
it,
equity
yeah,
up.
do
Yeah,
exactly what you want.
Yeah. So it was a real smooth
Yes.
transaction. I bet. We looked at 3 or 4, found that one, and 30 days later, boom,
Boom, quick,
he's in.
seamless, like awesome experience.
Yeah. So if you're looking to get in a house like that, let me know because I will definitely try to help you. I'm not going to tell you everybody can do it. You can't do it if you got a 580 credit score. I'm going to be honest with you. But if you are, sitting at 680, 700, you may be able to do that. And it's a very good time. Believe it or not, the market is settled in prices, and it's turning. Matter of fact, I'll say it now. It's a buyer's market right now.
Yeah.
So it's time. If you're thinking about it, now is a good time to do it. I
Well,
wanted.
did I see you just got ranked pretty high on Zillow or something like that as an agent, right?
Well, yeah, I'm a top agent on Zillow.
Yeah.
That is true. Yes, sir. Thank you for acknowledging.
Baller.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it's been. I'm very thankful to all the people who've reached out to me, just like Landon did, and others have.
Right.
Matt, who comes in, does the Bigfoot report for us from
Yeah.
Drunken Cryptids, helped him and his lovely lady get a home. I'm thankful to all of them. I mean, it's been an amazing 18 months so far, so it's very exciting to
That's
to help
3
people.
that I can think like in house.
Right, just, yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
My goal this year is 50 homes, so
Well,
we'll
you
see.
got to be getting close to it, man.
Well, in 18 months, I've done over that for sure. But in the past 12, I think I've done 32 or 34.
You're gonna get that.
So yeah, I'll get this 12-month period when it ends for this year. I hope to have 50 or close
And
to
you
it.
sell more in this time of the year than you would. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
this is typically everybody likes to move before school starts.
You're
Right.
only moving when it's cold as hell. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
so
saying? Yeah.
so most people are going to buy between now and probably September.
Right.
It is really the prime time for people to buy. So if you're thinking about it, holler at me. I've
your
got
boy.
some good options for you. Let's talk about this because I do think this is an interesting story, and I think it's something that we can all kind of talk about a little bit. The little things that annoy Americans the most. That's the headline here. What seemingly small thing pushes you over the edge? That's what a new survey asked to find out the little things that stress Americans out the most. Turns out doesn't take much.
No, nowadays, no.
No. Now, this is not a small survey. It's 2,000 adults. Simply seeing someone they really don't want to talk to is the
man.
biggest little stressor overall. Nearly 46% of people said spotting a person they'd much rather not talk to stresses them out. Do you ever feel that way, Rich?
I mean,
Like every morning?
yeah, no, I can't. No.
No, do you ever
Yeah, right.
see somebody you don't want to see like, no?
I mean, no, not really. Like, and if I have, I'm still just, I'm a quick
Yeah.
conversation person. So
Yeah.
I'll be like, if I don't like you, I'll just be like, oh, yeah, hey, how's it going? Hey, man,
Keep
I
it
gotta
pushing.
go, man. I'm
Keep it
sorry.
pushing.
Right. Hey,
Yeah.
good seeing you. Hit me up.
Right,
Please do.
right.
Don't ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get stressed about that kind of stuff?
But
or
I
not?
want to, yeah.
You
Yes.
do?
Yeah, well, we talked about this today. There's some people, it's on site when I see, and I'm not playing.
But that's a different kind of stress.
Yeah, that's
That's the stress of I gotta take care of some business now that I wasn't expecting today. That's
But no, I don't let nobody just get on my nerve. Like,
Okay, how about you, man?
All the time.
I expected that answer. Yeah.
Every time, just about everybody,
Just about it.
all the time.
He's ready,
Yeah,
ready to whoop
no,
our
except for you.
asses.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Mike.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I've
really
known you
do.
so long, I'm used to you. So.
Yeah, I'm just the smell's no longer offensive. That's what it is. You know, he's nose blind. That's closely followed by a knock on the front door that's unexpected.
Oh, yeah, that for sure.
I don't like that.
Yeah, no.
I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me. Respondents also shared some of the weird things that cause them stress, including the texture of my socks,
You got too much stuff going on.
Right.
the beeping sound on the TV to cover swearing. Yeah,
oh.
that's
Oh,
weird.
that is pretty annoying, though.
I mean, yeah, but I don't
guess it can
stress
be,
over
yeah.
it.
If you're watching some of these movies, though, it's just like,
Yeah, the worst is when they put the substitute words in. Like
yeah, mother lover.
Mother Falcon. That
Yeah.
was the real popular
I
one.
always used to love that.
Yeah, from
that was
Die
cool.
Hard. Yeah, yippee-ki-yay, Mother Falcon. Like, just bleep it or cut it out or anything. Don't put I mean, it's just ridiculous to put that, man. It's funny, though. It says the survey also asks what people do when they're stressed and need to calm down. What do you think tops the list, Mike? Stress calm.
Some kind of fidgeting thing.
That's a good guess, Rich.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what? Yeah, fidgeting, move around. What?
Okay, Chad.
Weed.
I can't really think of
Weed's a
anything
good
because,
one.
like, these people, like,
I think.
I have never once worried about the texture of my socks
No,
or
man,
anything. Like,
no.
these are all.
No.
By the way, rainbow cake is something I found this morning.
Rainbow
This
cake.
weekend. Stressed gone. Do nothing but sleep.
Man, that's great.
what
that
was
you
in the
can
rainbow
eat-
cake,
you can
man?
eat cake and support
It was.
at the same
Let's
time.
just say it was a strain.
It's like
Oh, okay.
you can eat cake and be an ally at
Oh,
the same
my
time. That's
God.
beautiful.
You see where he was sunk in when he said, "Oh
no,
my
the-
God."
Listening to music is number one to calm yourself down.
That's pretty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
When people do need to de-stress, more people would rather listen to their favorite artist or band than their partner. Yeah, because their partner probably causes
Right.
the stress.
I told you not to buy them socks. You wouldn't like the texture.
You don't like the way they feel.
That's right. You need your emotional support horse, bitch. Others rely on deep breathing and meditation or snuggling with pets.
Oh, jeez.
You know what? I do love my dog, but
I do, man, but it don't do all that.
But I'm going to tell you, she causes me stress because
Yes.
she does things that aggravate me because she's too old for me to treat like a regular dog anymore. I mean, you know,
Right.
she's elderly. now.
Right.
But every time anybody gets up off the couch, it doesn't matter. If you go into the kitchen to get a glass of water, she will just get in your spot and sit down immediately. and it's like she could be sleeping. You look over at her, eyes closed, snoring. By the time I make it to the fridge, she'll be in my spot, licking her paw. Really?
Although it's like seeing
Really?
somebody else's kids, but I love that dog, man.
Yeah, no, she is a good
That
one.
dog is awesome.
Yeah.
She
Yes,
is awesome,
Ross is
man. We,
awesome.
we were talking last night because boxers normally live to between 10 and 12.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to give my wife some hope, and I looked up the longest boxer dogs ever in history, and there were a couple of them that were 16.
Wow.
So I was like, well, maybe, you know. I have this is unrelated, but kind of, because we're talking about dogs. Had a client of mine who bought a house, had a dog house, a big dog house with it. And I put it out on Facebook because I thought, surely somebody has big dogs and they want that.
Right.
Free. No. You know why? I thought about it for a minute. Wait, nobody's dogs are outside anymore in a dog house.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got an outside dog no more. All dogs live inside
Yes.
now. Yeah, you tell me any of
thing
your
of the
friends that have
90s.
outside dogs.
Yeah.
No, and we had a little Boston Terrier, you know, a terrier mix. She was about this big. She lived outside except for the harshest days
Right.
of winter. Mm-hmm. And then she could come into the kitchen, you know, but that was it, or the bathroom, one of them. They all lived outside back then.
It's animal cruelty now. They'll be banging on your door.
Oh, yeah. yeah. No, you're a
In a
piece.
heartbeat.
You'd be a POS leaving your dog outside.
We had a
wouldn't you?
monkey in my living room, and my dad wouldn't let the dog come in.
The monkey probably would have beat the dog's ass.
Probably. That'd probably been interesting.
That's probably why he wouldn't let it come
Slinging
in.
it
It
around.
probably
We had a
protecting it.
cable down the middle of the living room, and he had a harness on, and he could just almost reach the walls.
You-
He had
you said-
everything. Yeah.
You said, because you know, when we first talked about it, because we talked about it many times, I was like, man, that must have been awesome. And you were like, yeah, no, it was hell.
Yeah.
He just got into everything, tore everything up, was kind of an a-hole.
If he was a chimpanzee, we wouldn't have had fingers and noses. He would have just
He would have
chewed 'em
killed
off.
you, yeah.
Friend had one. It was
Yeah.
a pain in the ass.
Can you imagine what it would be like to be in that body and have some semblance of intelligence, and be like caged all the time?
Yes.
It would
It
be
sounds,
hell.
Sounds very close to my life.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could see he was like a little man. He was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a little old man. I mean,
Yeah. Hey, that's the organ grinder monkey, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How long did you have him?
we had him. We got him. He was probably 10 by the time we got him. We had him about 6 or 7 years, and we had a house, a monkey house outside for him with a big enclosure, and he ripped the heater off the wall.
Oh,
It was
wow.
bolted to the wall. He ripped it off the wall and turned it upside down, and it stopped working, and he froze to death.
Oh, no.
Oh, damn.
And it was
he
a
did it to
harsh
himself.
winter. Yeah.
He played himself.
God, he was just such an asshole.
Yeah.
But he loved
that's-
me. I
yeah.
was the only person he liked in the whole family.
Yeah.
And but he was.
Well, that's good. That's a plus.
It was pretty cool. We took him to school a couple of times.
Yeah.
It
A little show and tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was-
He didn't
my
bite
dad
any
was
kids
really
or
good
anything?
with him. No, my dad was really good with him.
He smoked
Did you
cigarettes.
have any unusual pets, Rich?
No, we had a dog. That was it.
How about yourself,
I had
man?
an iguana that was pretty big.
Yeah. How long did you have it?
6 years, probably.
And what happened
Did he
to
whip
it?
his
I
tail?
slapped the shit out of it and stuff. He's probably this big. I blow weed in its mouth and it blows smoke out its nose.
What happened to it?
It was chill, man. We called it Machiavelli for like 3 days. I think he was dead. That was really alive.
Oh, that's
We
funny.
called it Machiavelli.
Yeah. So how long did you keep him?
I like probably 10 years. I had him the whole time. He got so big, I gave him to a friend, and then the friend ended up getting rid of him. But yeah,
Okay.
he got big.
But he was real big.
Yeah, like he'd walk through the house.
Now, was he? He didn't bite or anything like that, right?
No, but he had that tail, and he would slap like a whip, like like it,
Yeah, if he was mad.
yeah.
Yeah, and that
He'd
hurt, I
sit there and
guess.
he'd bang his head like this if he's excited. He'd like head bang.
Do you like turn on drowning pool?
It was cool, man. He's a cool little pet,
It
man.
looked like he was rocking out to bodies.
My buddy had one of them chameleons, and he used to put the crickets right here, and it'd go, and he'd take the cricket.
Oh, yeah, that's dope.
That was cool as hell, man. But I'd
Yeah.
never put the cricket in my mouth. I
Yeah,
was like, that's
no.
pretty cool to watch, but I ain't doing that
No,
shit.
but I'm not doing it. No, the most exotic pet, I had a couple of ferrets, and
Man, they stink.
man, they do.
Oh, my
and I had them deglanded.
That don't matter.
No,
man.
man, they still stunk, man, bad.
But they're fun.
They were.
They are fun.
They were maddening, man. They were fun, but they would anything shiny. But it was my keys
It's like
over and
it's
over
like
and
cats
over.
on crack.
I
That's what
lost
they
so
remind
many
me of.
cigarette lighters, and
Yeah.
Oh,
be
man.
pissed,
Man, you'd
bitching
find-
at me. You stole my lighter.
You'd find a little cache of treasure down there in the corner of the couch.
Yeah.
You know, be a watch, lighters, keys.
Yeah.
You know, you'd already called the locksmith and got new keys, and there they are. Yeah, no, they used to drive me crazy, and then somehow they got out back and they took off like
Oh.
you would expect.
Somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They I'm sure they became dinner for something. All right, the average American has used their go-to method to unwind for over a decade, so it makes sense that 84% think it's effective. For those who've tried CBD or weed, 20% combat stress by taking gummies, 30% use THC products to manage their stress. 30% is a pretty big number of people that use some kind of THC. I mean, that's a surprisingly large number of people. Do you think a third of people are
Oh,
doing
Oh, for
weed
sure.
now?
Yeah,
For
man.
sure,
You think-
dude.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
you
walk
say-
out my
Dude, it's
neighborhood.
become so mainstream now.
Yeah,
Well, I
man.
know it's ubiquitous, but
Drove by the dispensary, and you'd be surprised at who you see
Right.
there in the
Dude.
parking lot
You
as you're
can't
driving by. You know.
You walk. Our neighborhood smells like weed all the time, and it's a nice neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Three-quarters
Like,
of
I
the
walk
city
outside and I'm like,
high.
it's not me today.
Right?
Somebody else is out here, man.
yeah. I see some people are making some comments about their pets, Rich.
see this
What do
too.
you see in there?
I see that people are making comments about their
their
pets,
pets.
man.
That's great.
That's right.
man.
No,
That's why.
Brandon said, happy dogs live forever. You're a good dog parent, Patrick. Latasha said, her dogs love being outside, especially in the summer. They literally suntan.
Yeah, no,
She said
it,
she'd call them,
Rousey
they're
does
struggling,
too.
yeah.
If it's not too hot, if it's too hot or cold, she doesn't want anything to do with
No,
it.
my dog about dies.
Aw, Brandon said he had a 17-year-old miniature pincher that passed away in his arms. He had
That's
that
always
for-
sad.
Brad said THC
THC
stresses me
stresses-
out.
Dude, that's-
Some people it does.
Not
Those are
taking
such
enough.
small, like, when you say stressors in life, I'm thinking, like, you know, when I go and open up my mailbox and I see my Energy envelope.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a stress. Like, not, you know, oh, did I put on the right
Shit.
pair of fucking socks today? Like,
Right,
that's not
right,
a,
right.
yeah.
These don't feel right, man.
Right, like,
I can't get
these
over that.
people
man.
are over here
No.
smoking weed
No,
and
man.
lighting up and having to call their therapist
I
because
wanna-
they've stubbed their
I want to call that
toe.
person and punch them. Be like, that's all that's bothering you in life is the way your socks feel. And you're
Right,
talking about
right,
it.
a pair of socks.
seriously, man.
Your
Yours-
feet will
yours not
slide.
did.
Who worries
Take a
about
step.
that?
Yeah, here's not did. Change them.
Right,
Right.
right.
Quit letting your mom buy your socks and
Take
buy
some-
the socks
you
you
know-
want.
You don't need therapy because you grabbed the wrong sock today.
There's a rock in your shoe. Do you just keep walking?
For real.
No, it's you know, it's got wool in it. Take it off. It's
I
itching your
just-
foot.
I-
I mean, that's it.
Don't
Oh, man,
understand.
I don't get
Usually
man.
that's what it is. It's socks with wool in them.
I'm on the edge and I got these socks.
Right.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what. an
don't
itchy-
read Latasha's
listen,
comment.
Hey, an itchy foot will make you insane.
Oh yeah, it will.
Yeah.
Don't act like if your foot starts
No,
itching, no matter
no,
where
no.
you are,
Yeah.
a knock on the front door they're not expecting. People talking to them when they want silence.
Amen.
Where are you going for silence? They're not acknowledging it. I mean, you can't sit in Walmart and go, quiet, everybody. I'm thinking.
Right.
God, Walmart is the worst.
When their Wi-Fi is lagging or cuts out. Yeah,
That
everybody
sucks.
gets mad.
Okay, yeah, that finally we get a legit stress.
That's a legit-
That will, yeah.
That would suck.
When my
Yeah.
TV goes
Yeah,
out
when
now,
it's-
because when the Wi-Fi goes out, everything goes out in my house.
Or when I'm in the middle of playing a game and it starts to lag, and you know
oh,
everybody, I
man.
get killed right away because 5 seconds later,
That
I
little
see
kids
the person-
talking shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that shit'll make me go light it blunt.
Yeah.
They're just
Yeah.
waiting for you to
So-
say it was lag. It was lag.
So let me make sure it's not the ill-fitting socks. It's the fictional character you're playing.
Right.
Absolutely. Yep.
His
Yep.
death- his death
Yep.
is
And them
troublesome.
bastard kids on the other end,
Yeah.
they're like,
Them
ah.
bastard kids can
Make
drive
it
you
right.
crazy though.
Dude,
man.
I'm
They
saying,
know
my
how to
dad
work
can
in
afford
Earth.
better internet. Yeah, well, you know.
I did about halfway through Zelda, and my oldest son would erase that block on the
Oh, no.
The
save.
kid
Yeah.
tell you that.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome, man.
He-
My dad can afford better internet.
My
That's
dad's
a hell
got
of a
better
burn.
internet. I'm
That's a hell of a
You know
burn
what?
right
Fuck
there.
you, kid.
You know,
Turn off my game. I'm done.
it's so weak.
I
man.
did too.
No, I
Get
would,
your internet from
I'd be like,
McDonald's.
All right.
I'd be
This
like,
is T-Mobile, man.
he's probably spending it all on internet because I'm spending money on your mom. That's what I'd have told the little bastard. Yeah, don't try to play me, son. You got the wrong one today. I'll send you back home crying. I'll send you with your trick or treat
You
bucket.
get
with a
Patrick
rock.
online on the game.
Right? Yes.
Don't let me take on that. Send you home with a rock and your trick or treat
Oh
bucket.
my
bitch.
God.
I'm gonna get him on some Fortnite or something. Some Call of Duty,
Start
man.
talking
This
mad.
guy on this.
Just
Oh
wait.
my God.
You play frickin' Mario Kart with this bastard, and you'll see what it's like.
I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
you know,
We're
that's
trying.
the only time I will say something like that about this man. He's not kind.
I'm
He,
not
dude,
great.
he warned me after we talked about it. He sent me a message on Facebook. He was like, "Look, Rich, I need to have a conversation with you about what you get yourself into."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What are you
like
talking about, man?" And he's like, "No, you don't understand. Like, they will make you cry. They will make you question your life choices
Yeah.
after you
I
play."
ran out of the house crying, stumbling,
Yeah.
stumble walking
It
out of
probably-
Patrick's
it
house.
Probably messed him up for a couple weeks. I mean,
Oh my God! I went. It was at the Spider House, and I went out on the back
oh
porch
yeah,
to
it's
cry.
over in Hidden Valley.
Spider house.
In Hidden Valley, we had these
Spider
giant
house.
ass spiders that were on the back porch, and I mean big ass. That's when I made friends with spiders. I had no other option. I had to. There were too many, and they were too big, and it's like I can't take them all down anymore. So now I take spiders outside and free them.
Tactical said, "Look, guys, Father's Day is right around the corner. If your socks and underwear don't feel right, you're about to get new ones."
Yesterday was Andy's
Could be.
birthday, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
happy
man,
birthday,
happy belated
man.
birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, buddy. Happy birthday. Man, what was he, 29? All right, listening to somebody chew too loudly will aggravate you. It's not really chewing loudly, but if you chew with your mouth open and smack,
Yeah, the smacking, yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna look at you sideways real
Yeah.
quick.
For me, it's the noise I make that I think everybody else can
Can
hear.
hear?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like, God, stop it.
I know my dad would make me so nervous at the table I'd swallow and he'd go, and he'd be like, "Shut up! Drink less water." I don't know. Phone calls when you're not expecting one. Someone near them heavy breathing. Normally that's a plus. I mean, in most cases. The alarm clock. Yes.
Oh yeah, that one is.
Every single day I hate it. It's the most annoying sound in my life.
Yes.
Almost. And then, let's see, text messages. If you get like a bunch back to back, like sometimes you guys in the group text,
Yeah.
it made me change my tone because you guys would get on one and it just bang, bang, bang.
When you're at work and it's happening, it's an
Yeah.
awesome thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's great. Yeah,
But when it's morons just ding, ding,
no,
ding, you're like,
when
okay,
I'm trying to
man.
talk to a customer and I've got my phone in the back of my pants and all of a sudden I feel violated. I'm like,
He said violated.
I just got to set this down. I can't even do this anymore. It's starting to really get me a certain
You really
way.
should have said that because now we're just going to blow up the chat all day long.
It's not pithy. Yeah. Yeah, no, you definitely can. But I like it.
He said,
It's
but I
funny to
like
me.
it.
Yeah, it's funny to me. Text message alerts and then phone notifications during a meeting. It's like when it rings in a bad time. That's when you feel the worst, I think, because it seems like you can never find the quiet button when it starts ringing at the wrong
yes,
time.
yeah.
Like if you're in a crowded room or
Movie
somewhere.
theater or something.
Yeah, I had it happen when I was on the blocks and we weren't supposed to,
Have your phones.
and it was right before. Thank God it was before somebody was about to get up on the stage, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I couldn't get it out of my pocket. I was like, "Man, he's gonna spot me. I'm taking too long." Luckily, he did not spot me because that man. You don't want to be that guy.
No.
You don't want to be that guy on
No,
TV.
no.
The clown.
Turn your phone off, sir.
Yeah. Didn't we tell you you're supposed to have your phone off? Yeah, you did. I'm sorry.
Brandon says they're saying the stream is now starting to like bug out.
Probably this
The
weather.
stream is bugging.
Yep.
Let's take a break then. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Okay? Yeah, I said okay.
Gotta make him humble. Yeah. You rolling up in a candy new whip. Tapping on the gas, make the RPMs flip. A checkered flag appointment, I'll never be late. Cause that bitch is rocking a super sport plate. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with a Challenger. Camaro or Mustang with a big old tail. But not a one of them better than my 71 Chevelle. Yeah. Chrome skull shifter ready for the push. Bored out, lower snout raised up in the tush. It'll Brock and double pump Holly. Off the line so fast, warps time like Dolly. Ain't nothing wrong with the Challenger. Camaro or Mustang with a big old tail. But not a one of them better than my 7-in-1 Chevelle. Whoa, yeah. We can go an eighth, quarter, or the full M. No matter what you choose, your outcome is grim. You say my baby got that old engine smell, but that's the sweet perfume of a 71 Chevelle. Ain't nothing wrong with the Challenger. Camaro or Mustang with a big old tail. But not a one of them better than my changes night into day. So why is change a bomb? A shrapnel from the trauma. Fragments deep inside, unhealed and leaking trauma. Reposition, rearrange. Twist yourself until you can't. But you can't escape change when it's the only constant. It's not the camera, but the lens. Your field of vision opens. Unaware of this, yeah. It's taken many wise men. In darkness, flowers may grow there, but much easier to raise a nightmare. If you're on a sinking ship, you have to leave the deck chair. Reposition, rearrange, twist yourself until you can't. But you can't escape change when it's the only constant. Storms give way to sun, no other way it's done. Resist with all you have, it's all bullets and no gun. Walking headfirst into fire, it's the very thing required. Don't worry about damage, it will all be rewired. Reposition, rearrange, twist yourself until you can't. But you can't escape change when it's the only constant. The only constant is change. The only constant is change. The only constant is. The only constant is. The only constant.
Man, I'm having the time of my life with this song, man. I'm rocking out, baby. It's Monday. I don't give a shit.
Right?
I'm feeling good today, man. How are y'all feeling out there? Everybody feeling pretty good today?
Is it looking? Is the
I
stream
wonder,
going
is
better
the
for
stream
everybody?
better?
It looks like it.
We tried to reset it during the break, so if it's not better, let us know. Yeah. So anyway, that's if it doesn't get better, we'll just have to stop and come back tomorrow and try again.
There
you
you
know,
go.
some
Scotty-
days it's just weird like that.
Scotty wanted to know when you were talking earlier about
Yeah.
houses and everything.
Yeah.
What are the monthly payments when you get someone in a house for those low out-of-pocket expenses?
Well, that's a great question, because if I was saying that it was all like down payment assistance, those payments would be higher, right? Because if you get down payment assistance, that just means that it's really a side note that you have, and so it pushes the payment up because you're not reducing the amount of the sale price, right?
Right.
But in this particular case, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about where you're not required to put a down payment and or grants cover it, and when the seller pays your closing cost, then you don't have to worry about that. So you get the lower payment
Right.
that you would expect as if you put a regular down payment down. Now, is it as much as low as a 20% down payment? No, it's not. But you can go onto Zillow, and there's a calculator right there. You just have to click inside of that calculator and change your down payment percentage to whatever it might be. Typically, while people think it's 20% down, almost nobody does that. 3.5% down is pretty normal.
Really? I thought
Yeah.
it was 10, yeah.
Now, 3.5% is pretty normal, but you also have closing costs. Again, depending on the circumstance, you may have a seller willing to pay closing costs.
Right.
I have a lot of sellers that are willing to do that. If you make the right offer.
Flexes them into doing that. He's like, look, you're going to pay the closing costs.
Holding them over
Yeah.
the balcony.
Just wrench them in a headlock for a minute. No.
Don't make me have to give you wool
Suge
socks.
Knight, the Suge Knight of realtors.
That's right. Lean on them.
Right.
I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. No, it's really about making the right offer. Sometimes people want to be silly. They want to come in and they want to offer the lowest price and then say, hey, pay my closing costs too. And they're like, hey,
Screw
get
you.
screwed. Yeah. Like, come on, man. cut the price down. So
Right.
you have to choose what your priorities are. But no, you don't have to have a ridiculous payment because you get in for a lower price. Matter of fact, I've got a lender right now. This is a really cool one because this is a down payment assistance. It's a little bit different. The way it works, it's a how do I explain it? It's a down payment that disappears in 5 years as long as you stay in the home. And what they do with it is they park it as a second, but you never make a payment on it of any kind unless you sell the house before 5 years.
It's an incentive.
Yeah, so it's an incentive that so your payment goes down, you get all the benefits of that, but you get the down payment assistance. And again, as long as you stay 5 years, you don't have to pay it. Now, if you sell it before that, then you'd have to pay it. But assume that you need to sell it, and that's what you're going to have to do.
9/10 of realtors probably don't even know about this.
Right.
You may be right about that, to be honest with you, because I think I'm one of the only realtors that have that program in the state, according to my lender.
Wow. That's awesome.
So it's not a lot of people have that. I've got access to that. I've got a great lender who has grant money. Use a lot of that. I've got some really
nice
good
connections.
lenders. Yes,
Yeah, man.
very
Yeah.
good lenders, and they're
Absolutely.
good people. They're all good people that you would like. You know what I mean? People who are from the community. They're around here. What's going on up there?
Let me go check in
Oh,
here.
you
Clapper
gotta-
wants to be sure that I'm still here.
Oh, Clapper wants to make sure you're still a real human being with an active connection.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had to put the house on the house.
Yeah, you had to drag it's like a puzzle piece or
That's
whatever. You have to
wild.
drag the puzzle piece to its
That's
spot.
cool.
And, yeah. Anyways, Dad's After Dark in chat. They say, good morning, everybody.
Good morning. We'll see you
Hello,
tonight.
hello.
We'll be on their show tonight at 8.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it.
I'll be watching that.
If they put anything with spam on the table, I'm done. I told
Yeah,
them. I
man.
was like, I'm leaving.
No. All right, so let's talk about this. Everybody's looking for a way to save a damn dollar right now, and maybe
Always.
you're thinking about lunch and you want to know what is the cheapest fast food place to go.
Man, everybody's talking about Wheel of Pain in chat for some reason. I
I don't know
Wow.
why they're all about the Wheel of Pain right now. It is coming. It's not today, but it is coming. Yes, for sure. It will be in the next day or so. I promise.
you get hurt.
They-
Yeah, man. Everybody woke up
They-
today
People
with
love you.
violence. Yeah.
They-
People all love you, brother.
They want me in pain. They want it.
They
It's
woke up,
gonna happen.
stretched top out of
It's
bed,
gonna
and was
happen.
like, "I'm feeling violence today. Let's
Yeah.
watch Patrick get
Get
killed."
hurt. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's right. So according to this, Taco Bell is the cheapest, and I don't believe that.
No,
I mean, I believe
it used to be.
Maybe it used to be, but the last few times I went through there, I was like, Jesus, this is Taco Bell.
Yeah, dude.
Are you sure I'm not at El Portone?
We went through there just a couple weeks ago. Kid was like, "I just want some soft tacos." Okay, cool.
Yeah, like-
it was like $30.
Yeah, it's,
Like,
just it's to me, it's pretty expensive. Now, they may have brought back their dollar menu or something, but I don't know. Now, Wendy's came in at number 2. I do love Wendy's. Then Burger King. See, that's a lie, too. Burger King's high as hell, man. What are you talking about?
no, Burger King has become like the cheaper of the fast food.
Hey,
options.
$12 for a burger and the cheese won't even melt it on it.
No,
I mean-
I don't know. I don't know about if I agree here that Burger King's cheaper. I think that their low-end combos are $10 now.
Yeah.
I can still get I can go over to Wendy's and get, a biggie bag, and I can go to McDonald's and get the $5 deal. They've got the 4 for $5 or whatever it is now.
Yeah.
Throw the nuggets
yeah.
away and eat the rest of it.
Popeyes, KFC, Sonic, Arby's, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's at number 9. McDonald's is not more than Chick-fil-A.
That's
They're
got to be
not more
reversed.
than Arby's.
No.
They're not more than Sonic. They're not more than Popeyes, and they're not more than Burger King. So I don't know where they're looking at this
Yeah.
because Mickey D's is still pretty cheap as far as it goes. I mean, yeah. They said
I don't agree.
No?
No, man.
Where the hell do
No.
you shop?
I
my go-to
mean,
cheat meal.
I just went to Chick-fil-A the other day on my way actually up to
Okay,
Leachville to grab
okay,
something. It was, and I just got, kiddo wasn't hungry, so I
Right.
just got myself a meal.
Yeah.
I just got like the regular chicken sandwich. It was $12, man.
Okay, right. So
That's
McDonald's
ridiculous.
is cheaper.
Yeah, McDonald's is cheaper than
That's what I'm-
Chick-fil-A.
Right,
yeah,
right,
but
right,
not
right.
like Burger King and all that. No, because you can go to Burger King get like the 2 for $6 or whatever, and I don't know, man.
Still, that
I'm just saying, like,
breakfast sausage burrito from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, is it good?
no, I haven't had that.
I like-
stopping there on the way back to work.
The chicken minis are the things I dig from. I like those chicken minis, the little mini
Oh, yeah.
roll
Yes.
and a,
See, that's degenerate grappling says, and that's where I agree. He says Burger King seems to give you more for your money. I agree. I think you can get more items for
do you?
cheaper from Burger King
Yeah.
than
Cold, though.
McDonald's. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He
mean,
said it's cold
that
though.
one, yeah.
No, I mean if you love equestrian things, I think it's a great place to go.
Tell them extra hot, and they throw the whole burger, lettuce and all, in the microwave for 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Eric Myers used to talk about them and said that he said "Man, they'll put mayonnaise on it. I mean, they'll put mayonnaise on your straw if you ask them to. At Burger King.
What's the dude that had the "This Bitch Could Be You" with his dog on the front of his CD?
Yeah, I don't know that it was.
That
I'm not sure.
Guy
Maybe
that used to come here a lot.
Yeah,
I agree,
Myers,
Natasha.
maybe it was. Maybe it
Comedian.
was.
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah. He was very, very fun. One of
Yes,
the
he
funniest
was.
guys I've ever seen.
Yeah, and he's nice too. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, he was. Tasha said all fast
I
food's too
agree.
expensive now.
I agree.
Yeah, no, it is. It's
agree.
actually, ironically, it's cheaper to buy food and cook it at home right now than it is to eat out for most cases.
right?
You know, I mean, especially if you're going to use DoorDash or something.
Man.
because
Oh, dude,
they're
DoorDash
They're
is
going to hit you,
stupid.
you know, with some kind of ridiculous fee to bring.
You
it
never
to you.
notice how, like, if you go on like the DoorDash sites, the food is priced more.
It often is, or
crazy.
they don't have the same menu.
Yeah.
So you can't get exactly what
I
you
don't
want.
understand
yeah.
this stuff.
Yeah, well, you know, it's called making money.
Stop
and
being
so
such
they,
a
you know,
wussy.
yeah, just get in your car and go get it.
That come from Brandon too.
Yeah, yeah. He knows. He'll roll right on down
He's
to
a
it.
tough man. That's for damn sure.
Right. We'll agree
than
with
me.
that. We'll agree with that. Well, I don't know if he's tougher than you, but he is tough. He's a tough guy, man.
Tough man.
What do you got coming up, Chad? What's new in your world, man?
What's new in my world?
Yeah.
Bunch of piercings, just living life. That's
Yeah.
about it, man.
Yeah. So are you helping your fam move into the new crib?
He hadn't hit me up yet, but I'm
He
sure
hadn't-
I'll be over
you're
there.
gonna be
yeah.
over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs a lawnmower. I'm sure. I'll be
Yeah.
bringing it.
Yeah. Well, I know they have a pool too, and your wife likes the
Yeah,
pool, right?
yeah.
Yeah, they got a little pool that came with it, and now it's a nice, it's an above ground
Yeah,
pool.
it got a little deck on it.
It's
and
got a
stuff.
deck on
Bundy.
it and everything. Do what?
Bundy's comment. He said, on
Poisonous
today's
food.
episode, what poisonous food gives you
Right,
the most
that's what
value?
I'm thinking, man. I don't eat any of these places y'all are talking about, man. Like,
That's great.
Whereas Ramsey says it's
hold
peasant
on,
food.
Hold on,
Right.
and let's observe the difference in you and us. Rich, me, Mike all have similar characteristics, and that is we have a lumpy middle area. whereas
Getting
Chad
one,
has-
man, but
Shut
I
up.
just don't eat
Shut
that
your mouth.
stuff, man.
Shut your mouth.
Thinner wallet than normal.
Yeah, that's why because
Nobody drove up in a badass fucking.
So let's talk
race
about
car.
that. So let's talk about this for a second because, you know, I know you, bro, and I know that you like to cheap a little bit, and how is it you fighting these munchies, dog? I mean, how are you putting those down? What
What
is
you
it?
do? You get
What is-
high and eat a celery stick?
what is
No,
it?
man, like,
What
I
do
just
you
keep-
do. What do you, does it bother you? Not? Do you just don't care? You don't think about it? How is it that you eat so much less? And how many times a day do you eat?
I only eat one dinner. Like, I don't eat.
You don't
lunch.
eat breakfast or lunch.
Okay, I'm
I
the
see
same
dinner.
way, though, for the
Okay.
most part.
And then I
Yeah.
snack throughout the day, but it's like peanuts. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like
Like what? Literally peanuts?
yeah,
or?
like peanuts.
He likes to
Yeah.
eat
That's the main.
nuts.
That's the main thing I eat throughout the day is peanuts.
Okay,
I always
so
keep
do
peanuts
through,
around.
through the day you have peanuts to fight off a little bit of
Yeah,
hunger.
yeah.
And then you have what for dinner typically? You know, just
Certain nights,
average.
like I eat Olive Garden, Steakhouse. It just depends on the night.
So it's going to be, but it's often to go food. But
Right,
it's
right.
not the burgers. And
no,
fries.
no.
It's more like what steak.
steak. Just nothing just fried. I'm trying to stay away from like the just really
Yeah.
fried. Just not.
And
good
you're
for
not
you.
a soda guy, right?
No,
No.
all water. I just drink water.
Just water, just no flavor water.
yeah, just water.
Is your palate broken?
Probably the main thing.
No, man, I drank so much of that for years, and
Yeah.
it about killed me. And that's,
Yeah,
I'm
no.
like, no, I can't do anything.
So when you go through the day, you don't even think about it's not even food. It's not even a factor, really, for the most part for you.
I mean, I get
I like to live
munchies and stuff like
dangerously.
that. I just eat peanuts instead
But
of
I'm
sitting
saying
there
that's
eating.
it. That's
Used
good
to, I'd
enough.
get a bag of M&Ms. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
now I don't do stuff like
Yeah.
that.
No, I was just curious because I wonder how people who, don't have their life based around eating,
Right,
How they
how
do
they-
it because when I get done with breakfast, I'm thinking about lunch. When I get done with lunch, I'm thinking about dinner, and I wish I wasn't. I don't want to be that guy, but
I
That's
had
like
munchies
that's the
last
hard
night. I
thing
ate-
at the house every day is trying to figure out what to dinner. Because me and my wife are just like, oh.
All of my social
Yeah.
shit is wrapped around meals.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's go meet up, grab a bite. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if I gave up all my habits, how much time I'd have every day in my life.
My redneck buddy got diabetes, and I mean, it changed his whole world because he was all about eating.
Well, that's why I
you know
lost
what I'm
all
saying.
the weight
Like he
because
was.
of that. But because I was becoming, or I had some
Borderline,
pre-diabetic,
right.
yeah, and that's why I lost the weight. And so, but it's still a battle because
Right.
like some people might be, that you see the people on TV and they're like, they're on the fentanyl and stuff like
Right.
that. That's not me. But if McGriddle would make me do that, it would be me.
But I'm not gonna lie. Like when I'm at Walmart's and stuff, when you see that candy aisle, like it's hard not to. Like you just got to see it. You
dude,
just got to
that's
push past
your
it.
weakness,
No,
like
yeah.
candy,
Like I
yeah.
had to fight stuff every
Yeah,
once in a while.
no,
But
When
yeah.
I go to DG, it's all about avoiding that candy
Yeah, you
aisle.
just know where, you know your battles. You know
See,
what I'm saying? Like he's like, I'm.
See, I got the munchies last night. I ate 4 packages of Gusher gummies and
See?
Yeah.
3
That's another
fruit
thing.
roll-ups and a bag of chips.
Yeah,
You can't keep your
and
pantry.
Just like me, you're a little thick stick.
You can't keep your pantry packed with that kind of stuff because when you get the munchies, you're going to go in there, you're going to find it all, and you're going to destroy it all
That's
in one
exactly. I
night.
have it. It's called the Munchie Shelf. That's what it is.
I got food
kidding.
poisoning a couple months ago, and I lost like 40 pounds.
That'll do it.
And I literally couldn't eat for over a week.
Wow.
Sucks,
And-
man.
I took a shower at the end of it, and I realized, man, I can reach my ass. Holy shit! So like, oh my God, I need to keep this up. I didn't realize
When you
Get
look
me
down,
some more food poisoning.
pinching feeling in my side,
No,
trying to wipe my butt.
when you lose enough weight, you look down in the shower and you go, "Old friend, look at you, buddy. You need a shave."
So I have changed my diet some. I don't buy candy anymore. Quit the sodas.
Yeah, no, I don't drink. I very rarely drink soda, and I've given up sweet tea in the.
That was
the
my
fruit
hard
form.
battle.
I use the Mio version.
That was my hard battle with the
sweet tea, yeah, because it is. I mean,
That
that's a
was
Southern
addictive,
staple.
man.
I'm an extra sweet purely.
And I was too, man.
Yeah, man, it's delicious.
More
but
sugar
now I
than
do,
tea.
Now I do the Mio sweet tea, and it's no calorie, no guilt. It's
That's what
just
my
water.
wife does, the Mio flavored
Yeah, it's just
stuff.
water.
Yeah.
I get bad heartburn.
I gotta.
It tastes like
Yeah.
A
watered down.
lot of sweeteners get
It
me
tastes like watered down Kool-Aid to me.
Yeah, I could see that if you put too much in it.
Because she does like the
that.
tropical punch and stuff like
Oh,
that.
I don't
And
do.
I'm
I
like,
just
man,
do
it tastes
sweet.
like Kool-Aid,
I
man.
just do the sweet tea. I can't do all those other flavors.
Y'all were talking about soda a second
yeah.
ago. I started watching it last night. I want to finish it today. But on Netflix, they have a documentary called Pepsi, Where's My Jet? Have y'all heard of that one
Oh,
yet?
I did hear about
And
that.
it's about
yeah.
the dude
From
that
the
like
80s.
Supposed to have won a jet from.
Yeah, it's
No,
about
he
this
sued him,
commercial they aired when they had
Yeah.
the Pepsi
I think
points.
he
Yeah.
sued him and won.
Yeah, dude, like a gazillion dollars. I haven't made
Yeah.
it that far into it, but dude, like it was pretty interesting off of the
Yeah.
first because he had to have like he worked it all out and came up with a business plan
No,
to get
yeah,
an investor
yeah.
to get this 7 million points for
Right.
this jet and
Yeah, because it was
No,
like a
I've
real
watched
jet.
part of it.
Yeah.
And they didn't in the commercial. They didn't.
Yeah, it was
say-
like a hard
They
bringer
didn't
jet or
say
something.
that it was a parody or that they were exaggerating.
Right.
They never made any disclaimers.
until after the fact.
Right.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when he-
Then they
when-
tried to
when he
like
went to claim his jet,
they were like,
that's
"Oh, just kidding." And
That's
yeah.
like when I turned in Marlboro Miles for an iron lung. I thought,
Do you remember the Pepsis
No.
back in the day when you'd open them?
"What's up, lovey dovey?"
The Pepsis
Yo.
when you'd open up and the money would shoot up.
Wait, what?
No,
You don't remember that?
no, but I never drank Pepsi. I
Happened?
that?
No.
During like the whole Pepsi
didn't
challenge.
know you had a phase where you liked guys.
I remember they had syringes in them.
What are you talking about? Syringes. Hold on. What are you talking
You don't
about?
remember the Pepsi with the syringe? Yeah, there's a guy that sued Pepsi because he said he found a syringe in it.
Oh, really?
And then Pepsi ended up suing a news organization because they put a syringe in a Pepsi and did this up against the sun so you could hear it and see it.
Oh, okay.
And so then Pepsi was like, no, well, that's not real.
That's that.
Wow.
And then Pepsi sued them and made their money back. What
Hey,
the
it
hell?
sounds like-
Where the hell?
that? Where did we get a
Is there
bird from?
somewhere? Is there a bird?
Oh, little doggy.
Oh.
Customers, I apologize for not being at work.
That sounds like a.
Y'all remember
Crow.
Crystal Pepsi?
Yeah, the clear Pepsi.
Yeah, the clear
Yeah.
Pepsi. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that was crazy.
Made me nervous.
That was nasty.
That's weird. You can't have all those flavors and it be clear.
Yeah, that's-
LA Beast.
That's sorcery right there.
Yeah.
Pepsi started making that again for a YouTuber named LA Beast.
Did they?
Competitive eater.
Yeah.
Matthew.
And they gave him a big, like a lifetime supply of it and a big cooler with his face on it. And they
Really?
put him on the label. This was just like a couple of years ago.
Matthew Dobbs says he remembers the cash cans. A rolled up dollar bill would pop out.
I got
of
$100.
something. I don't remember.
I won a
this.
$100
Okay.
bill when I was at school.
Did
So
you?
it was like
Everybody in the
legit?
cafeteria like went crazy and like, and it was like, do not drink the drink. But yeah,
Right.
a $100 bill came up.
Hell yeah,
Is
that's
it wrapped
dope.
in plastic or something?
It was
or-
just, it came up. Just, no.
Like just
He
immersed.
said not
Just,
to drink.
yeah.
Da, 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 da. Yeah.
It was like it came to
Cool.
stage. Just
I don't think it had like, I think it had like a trap thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the whole thing
it
was
was
filled with
fake.
soda or something.
Yeah, it was a fake
Damn, I wish I'd
can.
have known about
But yeah,
that.
that was,
Alright.
that was the thing. Back when when you had to choose between Pepsi and Coke,
That's
they had
right.
that whole thing. It was
Yeah,
during that
no,
little era.
it was. Listen, that was as real as
Oh, I was
There
Solid
were, yeah, the
Coke.
Cola Wars. Yeah,
Oh,
we
solid
were talking
Coke.
about that.
Yeah, no, but then my
I remember
mom,
being at Wild River
Yeah.
Country and they did the Pepsi.
mom-
That was the Pepsi challenge. That's what it was
Yeah,
called.
my mom didn't play with Pepsi.
I did try that.
Yeah, the Pepsi challenge. Yeah, yeah, no,
They'd
I
be
did
set
it.
up everywhere you go, man. Like they'd have little booths set up.
It's great if you love flat Coke. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what it tastes like.
Well,
It
it was
does,
funny
uh,
because on the documentary they were doing, I guess that's what it was. It was where they like taste test and have to decide which
Yeah.
one they like better or whatever. And like, so they were doing that with everybody that was on the whatever. And anyways, like 4 out of 5 Pepsi people. Like the only person with Pepsi that picked Pepsi was the old like CEO owner.
Yeah, right.
Like everybody else was like, "Oh, this is the better one." And they blew the cup up and
That's
picked
correct.
Coke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was great.
Your
Yeah.
palate is not broken. So maybe you're thinking about, man, I want to go on vacation. I want to date the kids, but damn, it's expensive right now,
Man.
right?
Yeah.
So U.S. News and World Report here to help. They put out
out
the
there.
best cheap family vacations for 2025. They rank getaways in the U.S. It's based on traveler feedback, editor analysis, and factors like sites, values, and accessibility. So the number one pick, I wish Bundy was here for this,
Your backyard.
Yellowstone National Park,
That's his bag right there.
where a vehicle with the whole family can get in for $35. Number 2 is, it looks like, is Chad's mom's house.
Damn.
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. The number 2, it says, while hotels rate in the area is the highest in the summer, the park is home to highly regarded campsites that are cheap. Second on the list is Yosemite in California. Gatlinburg, Tennessee, known as the gateway to the Great Smoky Mountains, is third. Families can enjoy all the hiking, biking, and sightseeing there, along with low-cost attractions like Ober-Gatlinburg Aerial Tramway and Gatlinburg Space Needle.
Nice.
I've never seen the Gatlinburg Space Needle.
I've always wanted to go out there. That's been kind of a bucket list vacation item for me. Cause
Hold on
like,
a
I've
second.
been about
Yeah.
to bitch slap that dude.
Man, anybody hear that? I'm sure you can't hear that at all, right?
What are you talking about?
Jesus Christ. So anyway, where were okay?
we're talking about
Wisconsin Dells, a city in southern Wisconsin known as the water park capital of the world,
No, I'm good on Wisconsin.
is home to Noah's Ark Water Park, the largest outdoor water park in the U.S., and Mirror Lake State Park. So you got Yellowstone, Yosemite, Gatlinburg, Grand Canyon National Park. The Grand Canyon is awesome to see, but that's maybe an hour, and then what? Because there's nothing there otherwise.
Right.
It's a giant hole.
Right.
It looks like what you think it would, which is really dope, and then you're done.
and you
You're
can
gonna have to go find
you
something
can
else
see all of it flying to Vegas.
Go to Gatlinburg.
No, it's cool to see. North Carolina's Outer Banks, D.C., Washington, D.C., Wisconsin Dells, Niagara Falls, and Colorado Springs. Colorado Springs is a cool place to go. It's kind of it's right outside Denver. It's kind of one of those Western motif places you can go where you can go get pictures from the holding the guns like you used to be in the West and stuff like that. It's kind of that
The
style.
saloon stuff.
Yeah, kind of a saloon style town, and it is inexpensive and it's a lot of fun. But what's an inexpensive vacation that you might recommend,
Well,
Mike?
I would say go to Gatlinburg because Pigeon Forge is right there by it.
Yeah.
And it's like it's just like a distillery tour.
Okay.
You go to all these distilleries and you can just stumble from one to the other and get these little thimble sized.
So it's like a grown up vacation
Oh my
there.
God!
Yeah.
It is a
Yeah.
theme park for adults,
Okay.
and it is crazy. I went through the height of COVID. I was there, and,
Yeah.
and it was so packed you could not hit somebody walking anywhere in the
Yeah.
whole town.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd like that. That'd be a
What's
little rough,
what do you think's a good trip? To go on that's inexpensive.
my backyard.
It's in my backyard.
What my bank account says I can afford to go to.
Little beaver fork.
Right.
No, that's great.
Throw some sand up out there, a tent.
You got anything in the backyard that the kids might like?
Grass.
Grass. What kind of grass we talking?
Bugs, yeah.
Okay.
Grass,
Fair
bugs,
enough. Rocks.
Yeah.
Okay, Chad. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's pretty cheap. We went camping up there at Greer's Fair, Choctaw,
Yeah.
whatever
Okay.
park area, and that's $20 for a campsite.
That's
you got
not
the lake
Heber's
to go
pretty good.
fishing,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
that's
No, that's
pretty
a good
good
value.
time.
That is a great value right there. What about you, man?
I like going to Memphis, and it's not really that expensive. But
It's not that
You got to take a
expensive.
pistol nowadays, though,
Everywhere you go.
or an assault rifle.
Something. Yeah. I think if you invest about $30, you can take just a great trip right in your living room.
Oh yes.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking
Oh
about?
yes.
I need to
It's
go
just
over.
you know what I'm talking about.
It took a minute, but yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's a great trip.
There's some things I don't know where to get anymore. That's good things. But mushrooms isn't one of them. I need to know where to get that.
Believe it, well, we can. I'm sure. help you out.
Might fall from the skies.
I think that there are a lot of Airbnbs actually in
Yeah,
Arkansas that
Yeah.
you might be surprised by
Yeah.
that are really cool you can stay at and aren't as expensive as you might think. One of them is the Hobbit House, which
Yes.
is really well known.
The Hobbit
In
House.
Hot Springs, they have this. I can't remember the name of the area, but it's like there's like 5 different Airbnbs, and we stayed in one that was an old Conestoga wagon, which
Okay.
was really cool. It was a lot of fun. But they have all kinds of different ones where you can go to these themed ones, and like the one we had a hot tub and everything. That was cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it was.
Caves, the cave houses.
Oh yeah.
North.
That is absolutely cool. As a matter of fact, that's another great. I'll tell you what. I don't know how much it cost, but last time I went, it wasn't a lot, and that's Blanchard Springs.
Yes.
That is
Yeah.
a dope ass place
Yeah.
to go. Yeah, if you like caves and stuff like that, I mean, it's really cool.
It's not really that bad to walk through either. I mean,
No.
it's not a hike or anything.
No, it's not.
It's cool too.
No, I like to tell people to go to Petty Jean and not tell them what coming back up is like.
Oh man.
Because if you've ever gone to Petty Jean and you go down to the waterfall, I mean, it is awesome.
But you got to go
amazing.
back up.
But going back up,
Is,
That's when you wish they had like a rope. or
man,
something.
unless you're in peak condition or you're just that lean person, like a track person, you are going to take a break on the way up. At some point, you're going to stop and go, hold on, I'm fat.
Hang on
hold
a
on.
second.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because, man, it will get you, boy, right there. That's,
Natasha said, Gatlinburg is beautiful. Brad says, I live in Hot Springs and vacation here.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's
there's a lot to do. I mean, that's Hot Springs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hot Springs does have a lot of little attraction things you can do, I
I-
guess.
you know-
Plus they have-
Fun.
look, a lot of people like to go to the lakes. They have the little beaches.
Right, absolutely.
I think, is it Hamilton,
Hamilton,
that has
yeah,
a beach
they got
there?
that Hamilton.
Yeah, yep.
My wife and I had a
Dark,
disagreement about it the other day because, and not really a disagreement. She's like, I just want to go to the lake, and I know you won't go with me. And I'm like, no, I'll go. She goes, yeah, but you're going to sit on the beach like this. The whole time. And I'm like, well, I don't sit like that. I just sit on the beach. I know you won't get in the water. No, because everybody's peeing in it. And they're all standing out there pissing in it. And I don't want to be in the warm piss water with y'all. I'm sorry. Enjoy it, And I said, it's brown. I can't see what's in it. And they're pissing in it. So I'm out, And I said, you take me to a pool. I'll swim with you if you want. We had a pool, But I don't really love swimming in brown water.
We went to an all-inclusive thing in Mexico, and it had like the swimming bar.
Yes, those are fun.
And I got in it the first day, and it was really hot, and I was like, nope. And I was like, you know why that water's hot over there? They're drinking all day, and they're just sitting there
They just
all
sit there
day and
peeing.
pissing. Yeah, I'm like,
so-
no,
sometimes
I didn't
they
get
just
back in
sit there,
it.
yeah,
It was too warm, man.
Yeah, I can understand. Yeah, it's bad if you have a pool and you're swimming and it's nice and cold and you just hit a warm spot.
Get out.
You're like, you sons of bitches. Yeah, my boys every once in a while I think would do that, and
I always wanted to get that dye when I had my pool, but I could never find it.
I don't think it's real.
Yeah,
I don't think it
really
is either.
exists.
I looked
Yeah.
for it. I
I
looked
think
for
that
it.
was just from that movie.
I
Was
looked
it
for it,
Grown
man.
Ups?
Grown-ups, yeah.
But you
Yep.
hear about it, so I
No,
was like,
you do,
I was
but-
like, I'm gonna find it, but I could never find it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. it's
Somebody will
legit.
invent it one day.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, I think a lot of all the kids pee in the pool. They all pee in.
It's
There's no
funny
doubt
that when
about
you're
it.
talking about what Shaq does, and it fills the whole pool turns blue. It's like
Yeah.
Mitchell Rudder said, lots of waterfalls to chase north of Russellville, if you like.
There are
You
there
know-
are some great waterfalls if you know how to get to them.
Well, and that's what I was gonna say. Like outside, and I've done, both taking
Yeah.
from being a kid, taking long vacations, flying somewhere, whatever, driving family trips. Like if you do the research, a lot of times a nice staycation can be 10 times better than a
No,
vacation.
and I love like the landscape, the views, the waterfalls of North Arkansas.
Yeah.
But if you don't know that area and you just take off by yourself,
You're not gonna find it.
well, you may find a waterfall, you may find a Klan meeting.
That's true.
you find Rufus out there with 3 teeth.
Yeah, you got to be real careful where you're wandering out there if you want to live. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Come here, boy.
Some of them folks out there don't want to be found. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna stump
yeah.
break you, boy.
Yeah, I mean, you know about the guy that was trying. Hell, I was just in Center Ridge and turned around, and that guy lost his mind running beside my car.
The ostrich man.
Yeah, the ostrich guy. That's right, the ostrich man.
By the way, what's up? Sea level said morning, everyone.
What's up?
There's our resident crow back, apparently.
Yeah.
Trying to
Vorpal.
turn it off. It just won't go off.
No, man, it's great. It's a crow. I love
Can't
it.
believe Bundy's talking about Galveston Beach. Oh my God.
You don't like Galveston?
Hell
do you?
no, man. Hell no.
Galveston is cheap. I
It
have
is
been there.
the muddy waters, man. Oh my God. When you walk in the,
It's
disgusting.
a little choppy.
It's disgusting.
It's a little choppy. It's like when you go in. If you go to the beach in North Carolina, it's nothing like Florida. It's
No,
like it's all
no.
rocks and shit.
No, it's like Alabama. Like no, man. It's nothing. Got to get at least to Destin, and yeah. I can't do it.
Floribama's not too bad in the right places.
In the right places.
Yeah. But if you go to Florida proper, it's real nice in some places.
There's some
man.
plates.
That white sand,
Right.
Get on
Oh,
down
yeah.
there.
Right.
Siesta Key Beach.
Yeah, that's
That's it.
I
That's
bet
it.
that is nice.
Yeah, I don't think I've been
That's pretty far south.
It
By
was
Miami somewhere.
no. I remember it was just outside of Sarasota.
Sarasota.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
my grandparents had
Tampa
retired
area.
there.
Yeah, Tampa area.
And so Tampa Bay
See,
area.
Tampa, that's where my friends live over in Tampa, and they love it
Well,
there.
when
Tampa's
I was
awesome.
a kid, it was always interesting. I don't know if it is anymore, but that beach was actually rated like one of the top beaches in the world because the type of sand or whatever that was on it, when you like walk out on it, it's actually cool on your feet. It's
Really?
not- yeah, it doesn't burn like sand at a
Is
you
that
ever been
like
to
some man-made shit or what?
I don't know. I don't know what the science is behind
mean,
it, but
that-
it was interesting
that's-
when you were
Yeah, that
Have you been
is
to a
interesting.
coral sand? Like the sand's all coral, like that.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think
I've
so.
been to- I think it was Jamaica. We went to a beach and it had coral sand on it.
What was it? I mean, how did
It was
it feel?
kind of like
different?
a soft. It
Like-
was almost like a gravel.
Yeah.
grainier.
Yeah.
That's
different. It was
that is
different.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it says it stays cool because it's composed of nearly 100% quartz, a mineral that doesn't
Okay.
retain heat
Right.
like other minerals found.
But it
in
doesn't
land,
cut
so-
your feet.
No.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's
Oh, no,
good.
they're starting to rehab some beaches with glass.
Yeah,
Recycled
really.
glass.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it as long as it's
Wow.
fine enough. I mean, that's what sand is anyway, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Glass. I mean, ultimately.
yeah.
All right, let me throw another question at you for a loop here, Rich. What is the coolest place you've ever been in your life?
Ooh.
The coolest place you've ever been. What was there that made it that cool? You're just like, that's fucking awesome.
Man, because I've been to some cool places.
Yeah, well,
but
think about it.
Number one, yeah.
Chad, do you have one that comes to mind? Coolest place you've ever been?
One
not
that
count-
just
not counting any bedrooms.
the one that kind of pops in my head. Me and my brother went to Jamaica and we went to where they filmed the Blue Lagoon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like we went at dark and that had the bioluminescence.
Oh, the bioluminescent.
Yeah, and you
what?
could like move like this and the water would turn blue.
Oh,
Like,
that's
it
cool.
was
That
wild.
is
It was
dope
pretty
because it
trippy,
looks
man.
like LED.
Yeah,
Almost,
and like when
right?
you're getting out of the beach and you walk up on the
Yeah.
sand, like your feet prints would be blue.
That's dope as hell,
Yeah,
man. That is super
you know,
dope.
it's-
Yeah,
it's
no.
really cool.
yeah.
I was like, this is pretty damn
That-
dope. And you pick the water up and then it kind of drop blue.
Yeah, that's
dopey, man.
No, that is cool. That is cool. What about you, man?
Oh, when I was 14 years old, I had a friend who had some property up in Jasper,
Yeah.
right on the Little Buffalo River, and there was a cave. And he and I went in there together in the cave and explored it. There had only been like 4 or 5 people in there before us.
That's cool,
Dang.
man.
That is awesome.
That is.
It was if one of us had got hurt, it would have been it.
Yeah, but it was awesome, huh?
Oh God, yeah. Like his driveway was 7 miles down a creek bed
Wow.
with big rocks.
I bet
like
that was super
and
dope.
had a
Yeah.
4-wheel drive to even get in there. you
Yeah.
know. But yeah, oh yeah, that was amazing. It was just one of the most amazing things I've ever done.
I was gonna say it's a tie for me between
Okay.
Hitsville and the Henry Ford
What?
Museum.
Hold on. What was the first one?
You and that damn alarm, boy.
Is that from Hitsville?
So you just make it sound like crows, and it's okay.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, then you're
Man,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
It
wants to
blends
hear
in.
it.
If you don't make it sound like the "Hi Honey, I'm Home" song, but anyway,
Hitsville is where a lot of it's Motown Detroit, but
Oh,
it's where a
okay.
lot of records and artists
Oh,
were, and
okay,
they
that's
created
cool.
Elvis
Yeah.
and Chuck
Yeah,
Berry, and where
yeah,
Motown really, of course, started.
yes,
Right.
yes.
Yeah,
That
man,
is
just a lot of
dope.
that was a lot of musical history.
Yes.
And the Henry Ford Museum, it's just so one, they change up all the exhibits, but it's so interactive with history. They'll show you how an assembly line worked.
Oh, that's
how
cool, yeah.
whatever, how a vehicle's put together, how a fan works, and you can. It's cool to go see those
That's
things,
cool.
and
That would be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see
that
kind of the
sounds
history, and they do a lot of different things where you push a button and the person pops up on the screen and talks to you. But it was just a cool thing. So
I guess mine was when I snorkeled the barrier reef at Maya Riviera, Tulum, which it's the second largest barrier reef next to the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, and I've just I can't even describe into words for you the colors and
Yeah.
the visuals that occur. I mean, even on. You can take shrooms and see some crazy things, but not
like that.
Not that good.
No.
The color. There's just something different under the ocean, and especially if you're at a reef like that, the color. There's no comparison of colors on the surface to
Yeah.
that.
And the reef-
it's so different.
The reefs is like looking at all the communities of fish.
Oh
and, like,
yeah,
all
I
that
mean you're
stuff.
seeing
Like,
all the different
it's
things.
Wild,
Yeah, I
man.
said, when we snorkeled that reef, I saw everything but a shark. Saw barracuda, saw the eels, the stingrays. I mean, it was everything.
Like
Right.
even the little shrimps and stuff like running on the rock. Like it's cool shit,
it's,
man.
It's really that was a super dope. That's my favorite experience. I think of any travel experience.
That's some fun
Yeah,
stuff.
Scotty Thorpe commented, said the Garden of Gods by Colorado Springs is absolutely amazing.
Is
That sounds
there's a
awesome.
Garden of
What
Gods?
is-
I guess
because I
so.
proposed one here. I did not know there was.
Yeah, but you can't be
one
the
there.
center of it.
I wasn't
Just
trying.
because you
It's what today's show is.
right.
That's Kanye. Kanye would be the, he would be the center
You got
of
a
that.
purty
yeah.
mouth, squeal like a pig.
Yeah, I don't know. That dude's drunk or something, man.
I guess maybe he's watching Deliverance. I don't know.
Yeah.
They shot part of that movie in Arkansas. Did you know that Deliverance?
That might be him right there.
Yeah, it could be him. And do what?
Burt Reynolds loved Arkansas.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know
he shot
that.
a lot of movies in Arkansas.
Yeah,
It
Evening
seems like it'd
Shade,
be a
Evening
Bundy
Shade.
thing.
White Lightning was
What?
shot.
That's the Garden of Gods. I was like, that
Oh,
seems
that's
like it'd be a nice Bundy trip.
Yeah,
You might
that's
like
awesome
something like
right
that.
there, yeah.
Awesome, yeah.
Yeah, I guarantee you though that Bundy, up there at Yellowstone, Yosemite, those type areas where he's at, he's probably seen some shit that is pretty damn incredible.
Showed some videos of some shit that's pretty incredible,
Yeah,
man. Like,
yeah. I mean, I think when you see things to scale, like if the first time I went to Denver, man. Seeing the mountain that close,
Yeah.
it's just it's a whole different feeling.
Yeah, you see these
you're
are
like,
hills around
wow,
here.
man. But I was watching. There's a new show. It's a reality show called Destination X. It's a reality competition show, and what's cool about it to me is where the places they go, and they were in Sweden at the Alps, the Swedish
That'd be
Alps.
awesome.
Man, that is some of the most. That's somewhere I want to go. I just want to see that in person because it's the water, just the mountains, it's
Crisp.
It's beautiful, man.
Right.
It just looks amazing. It's something if you saw it in person. It'd be like the Northern Lights. If you saw, that'd be cool to see in person.
hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. What?
Oh, you said the Northern Lights.
Yeah.
It's just something I've always wanted
You
to see,
just
man.
chimed in
Like,
real hard there on that. I didn't know.
He's talking about weed strains.
Yeah.
that is a good strain,
Rainbow
too, man.
cake.
He said,
Rainbow cake.
Rainbow cake. He's
Yeah.
on that this morning.
Vorpal said he likes Knott's Berry Farm. I've not been there.
What is that?
It's some type of berry farm, I think. I mean, I don't know what they do over
I
there.
think it's an amusement park, isn't it?
Is it?
Now, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think
Somebody
so.
told me the other day, I don't know how true it is, but somebody told me the other day that apparently they're going to build some gigantic water park next to the new Buc-ee's.
I have not heard that.
Yeah.
I know that they were supposed to build a thing like they did in Conway, where Wild River Country used to be, Bally's or whatever, Mally's.
Mally's is pretty
Oh, yeah?
cool.
Which is cool. I mean, it's like, it's kind of like,
It's like a
Dave
Chuck E.
Buster's
Cheese for
or-
adults.
Yeah, I mean it's got a lot of stuff, but it's got the bowling, it's got the laser tag, it's got,
Got
the
axe
arcade,
throwing.
axe throwing.
They got what is it? Where you throw?
But I hadn't seen them break ground on it yet, so I don't know if maybe the money ain't there right now or what's going on.
I don't think Buc-ee's is going to have a problem being a water park because that's the flood zone of the Saline River.
Is it?
I can't tell you
I've
how many
seen
times
that,
I've seen
yeah.
that field flooded.
Yeah, they'll probably build Buc-ee's up.
Yeah,
won't
probably
they?
15
Yeah,
or 20 feet.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's-
That's a lot of dirt to bring in.
Man, but that whole field, even all the way around, going back
Oh, I
into
know.
Benton,
That's by the. It's not Cherry Laurel, is it? What's the name? I know.
where the Eagles are at. Is
Yeah. It was just down from where I was on Inwood.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Just down from there.
Yeah, down the other end.
Because that field across the street, or not across the street, across the river for me used to go underwater all the time. It was also a de facto shooting range as well.
Yes.
But yeah.
It's part of my son, actually.
Was it?
Yeah.
It might be. Knott's Berry Farm is just another amusement park down the road from Disneyland. It says famous for the robotic bear jamboree. Okay. All right. Well,
The robotic.
I
jam.
remember
That's
that
kind
from
of like
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, like the big gorilla and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just happy I was right. I just
you were right.
remember that.
That's good, man.
I swear there was a
5 hour
bird at the
energy.
zoo
I-
yesterday that was an animatronic. I don't think it was a real. Yeah, I don't think it was a real bird.
Man, I'll tell you what.
Like, dude, it was just sitting there on its little perch, and it would its tail would move, but just very it moved down, and then you could count it. 5 seconds later, it moved back up.
I don't
and then
think
its
Oh, the
head was
$3
like
million
pigeons.
dragonfly robot.
right. Seriously,
See that this weekend?
I have no, I didn't, but
good
yeah.
Lord. Yes.
They have that microscopic shit now.
I don't believe pigeons are real. I think they're all spies. Have you ever seen a baby pigeon? Have you ever seen a baby pigeon?
No.
I neither.
Have
you seen a baby pigeon?
I don't see any pigeons, honestly. To be honest.
I seen
don't.
that on the internet.
Yeah,
These
no.
people are fucking crazy, man.
No, they have that birds aren't real. That's been going on for a while.
For a while, man.
Yeah.
They're watching us.
What were you
That's the
saying?
cameras.
Knott's Berry. I don't know. I've not been to that one before. I have been to Disney World. It was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cool one
been to
time.
Disney World.
But I don't want to go back.
I've never been.
Nutsberry
never
Farm,
been.
it just sounds like a place where you go get jelly.
Yeah, I mean it does really, honestly. I mean, but that's cool that there's more to it. I guess they have a lot of amusement. I like the Universal Studios there.
Tammy
Yes.
Strickland says she's going to Destin for the first time in August.
Destiny
Hey!
is awesome.
It's a
You're going to
great
have
place.
a fun time, man.
It's a great place. Just leave early if you want a spot on the beach.
Yeah.
That's
Or
what
stay
you
on
learn
the
anytime
beach.
you go to Florida. Man, leave way earlier than you think to go get a spot on
There's
the beach.
somebody drunk. As soon as the sun comes up, they're like, that's my spot right
Yeah,
there.
they'll be there, man. They are there, man. It was cool when I was in. We stayed at this resort in Mexico, and it was a private beach for that resort, and so the wait staff would come out there.
Oh,
when
yeah.
you were on the beach.
That's when we
and
stay at
get you
Destin.
drink.
It's like
Yeah.
that. That's like
And I was
the
like,
beach
that's
in front
cool.
of
When
us
you
for
can be
us.
out on the beach in a beach chair and they bring you the booze there.
Yeah, we had a
that's
little
dope.
flag. We bring up the flag
Oh,
and they
like
bring
Casa
it.
Vivas
Yeah, and they'll
and
bring you the
shit.
beers and shit. Me and the lady
That's
got
even
tore
better.
down, man. I had to carry the wife up to the room one time.
Will you get in
That's
the ocean?
Yeah.
You'll go jump in the ocean?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'll get
Sober
I
up.
went too far out, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'll get in there. Yeah.
Just didn't know if
It's a good
people
sober
peeing
up,
in the
man.
ocean where you get.
Yeah. No, they do. They
The
do.
sharks eat their
Why
ass,
do
though,
you
man.
think it's salty?
From their balls.
You know how many fish have peed in the ocean? That's why it's salty. I mean, come on, man. What do you think it is? Just because there's salt in it? Yeah, no, look.
That
it's just
cleans
salt.
it, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
A little
no.
salt on that pee. It's
Somebody
gone,
just
man.
goes out to the middle and shakes a little salt shaker.
Yeah.
A few times a day.
Yeah, no, I'll get in the ocean for a minute. I don't. I prefer clear water over anything.
Yeah.
So the clearer the water, the more likely I am to get into it. Yeah. Sometimes if I look at a tub wrong, I won't get in there. Yeah, I'm out. It looks too dirty. I can't do it. You know what? Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back here in just a minute. Yeah, we need a song. Damn it.
Button.
Ever had someone in your life who's just out to hurt you?
Oh, now how did that happen? Hold on. Let's try that again. Jeez Louise, what's going on here? Take this one then.
Your words keep playing on a loop through my head. The price that I'm paying, well, the currency is dread. Thinking on what I heard, a question I'm trying to unwind. Digging through your words, how much truth will be mined? Paranoia is creeping in, a dirty fog that whispers. I'm hoping my demons don't win, picking at my mental blisters. The farther I walk in the wake of your words, the less I trust my compass. The more I stalk and take from things unheard, the less I trust my spyglass. It's so dark in here and I don't have a flashlight to illuminate my thoughts, to know which is right. Paranoia is creeping in, a dirty fog that whispers. I'm hoping my demons don't win, picking at my mental blisters. I hear the demons breaking in, the windows of my brain being busted. The doors are being kicked in, nothing in my head can be trusted. Paranoia is creeping in, a dirty fog that whispers. I'm hoping my demons don't win, picking at my mental blisters. I'm hoping my demons don't get wind.
All right, we are back. We are back. It is Patrick and the People, and it is Monday. Hey, Father's Day is coming up, man.
The forgettable holiday.
Right?
Yeah, you're right. Rich, of course, you're a dad. What are you hoping to get for Father's Day from your son there?
Some new socks, man.
Some new socks.
The
think
ones that
that's
you
what it's
can't
gonna
stand
be?
the way they
Yeah,
feel.
yeah.
Yeah. So we'll
No,
his aunt maybe take him to get a gift for you.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, she might. It depends if Wendy's in town or not. Probably nothing. I mean, if I'm being honest, nothing. It's
Well, I mean,
usually-
they usually-
Dude, it was my birthday, and I told him, I was like, hey, buddy, how's it good? Good morning. Today's my birthday. And he was like, no, it's not. I was like, okay.
Take
You
it
just,
away.
you just took no.
I was just
no,
like, all right,
just okay,
guess
that was
it's
it?
not. Yep. No, I tried to talk to him. I was like, yeah, it is, buddy. Today's my birthday. And
Yeah,
he's
here's
like,
my
no.
driver's license.
Yeah, and he's like, no, your birthday is June 6th. I'm like, no, that's your birthday. And he was like,
Yeah.
oh.
Well, that's the
and
one
then he
that
just
matters.
walked away, and I was like,
Yeah, you might have some work to do there. Chad, you're a dad, of course, my man.
Yes, sir.
What do you think? You think you'll get anything for Father's Day this year?
Yeah, probably. It's like some cologne.
Some cologne?
yeah.
Like now, so I'm guessing that your wife might help with the Father's Day gift.
No. He better get me something this year.
Oh, okay.
He better get it on his own.
I'd see his bank account. Like he's got money. He better get me something.
I got you. Mike, what about yourself, man? What do you think you'll get? Anything?
Nothing.
Yeah. No. Me either, probably. Well, I'll probably get something like
Peace and quiet.
They'll be like, yeah, well, let's watch a movie. What movie do you want to watch? Oh, I finally get to pick something
Right.
on the TV. Yeah, but I still got to pick something everybody likes.
Right, and they had to all agree,
Don't
though.
get the controller though.
No, I don't want it. That's too
He
much
said, "I don't want
responsibility. No, if Laura tries to give it to me, nope.
Yeah.
You just take that. I don't know.
She wants to take it out of your hand as soon as you start using it.
Yeah. Now, if she goes to do something, I'll watch stuff by myself. But if she's there, I'm just like, just put it on whatever you want because I know already that if I put on something I want, not only are you not going to watch it, but you're going to have your phone up at a volume that may be aggravating to me, and I'd rather not. So let's just.
I turned on the game last night, and the wife just gets up. I'm going to go watch this in the bedroom. I'm like, oh, go right ahead.
Now, your wife told on you when I was there. She said, all he watches is like the Avengers all the time. Always these Avengers.
Avengers or ESPN all the time.
Yeah. Brandon said he's getting Chad a banana hammock.
No, sir.
What's that about, buddy?
I don't know what's up with that,
Why is he
Brandon.
getting you a banana
I don't know why we even in this
Does
conversation.
he know you need a banana hammock?
I don't know, man. What's up with you,
I mean, how
Brandon?
does he know you
You
don't
need
need
a
a
banana
banana
hammock?
pouch? You know?
You need a banana hammock?
No, man. I guess because I don't have one.
There you go. Everybody should have one.
Yeah, no.
Everybody should have at least one.
No, you don't have a G-string you wear sometimes?
Slingshot
No.
No, with the whale tail that sticks out of your jeans?
Yeah, right.
No.
No.
with the elephant head on with the trunk on the front of it.
Flea style.
Those are the worst, man. Or one that say home of the Whopper. That's when my dad had some of those. I was like, get this shit out of here,
The
man. Stop
smallest
it.
shrimp lives in that house.
It's like calling a giant dude tiny, you know. That's great, man. That's
Look at
great.
this Whopper.
Yeah,
Minus fries.
and the drink, and the buns, and the vegetables. Oh,
Oh,
shit,
that's
man.
awesome.
Oh, something to keep your bananas in. That's what.
Now, when
Brandon's
you were a
talking
kid, Rich, was Father's Day a big deal around y'all's house? Did you?
No, I mean, yes and no. Not in a big way of we got everything, but I remember it was the day, like, Dad got to grill out, and you pretended you liked his cooking. So, you know.
But-
Yeah, Dad, this burnt chicken is delicious. Thank
Yeah.
you. Happy Father's Day.
Had a great childhood.
Your dog.
No, that's awesome, man.
No, I'm
you had a grill. You were rich.
Right, man. Like
That's
I'm sitting
cool,
there
man.
thinking, like,
My
damn,
dad
man, I wish I
never
had a
grilled.
grill.
you had a dad at the house, like
My
that's
dad
fucking
never.
awesome.
You're right. You had a daddy.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
The
Yeah.
only time my dad ever cooked, we were camping, or it was breakfast at night.
Yeah.
Breakfast
same-
at night.
same. My dad once a year we cook breakfast at night. He goes, see, I can cook too. And I'm like, sit down, man.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I can make a fire omelet though, man.
Can you? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love eating me a late night omelet. I will do that.
Now, was Father's Day a big deal around your house or no?
I didn't have a father.
Stop lying to people, Chad. You weren't born in a test tube.
Well, there was no father to celebrate
Okay.
that day. How about that?
So you didn't like give him a phantom gift and just put it.
No, I'd like to drive by and give him a bird.
What about you, Mike? Was it a big deal at your house?
Oh no, we were like so poor you couldn't put the end of the word on there. We were just po. So
Yeah, you
we
couldn't
didn't
even
really-
afford the O and R. Yeah.
We didn't celebrate birthdays.
My mom would buy
Father's Day or-
something, and we had to go and act like it was from us. You know, that's what we did.
Right?
You know, like, yeah, we love you. Maybe nobody gives a shit. Can we go play video games?
Yeah, I
now?
don't think my parents got along enough to do that. You know?
Yeah, I was surprised my mom did do that. I mean, because they never got along really that well. So it was like 34 years they were together, 33 they should have been divorced. I'm like, why are you even buying this? You know what I mean? I don't even know why you're getting him a gift. You don't even like him, really.
Life was so much better for everybody after they got divorced. Mine, anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about, like, why didn't you do
Well,
that?
I was a.
It was so good after the first time, I did it twice.
Well, I've been divorced 4 times, so like I'm a 4-time loser over here. So.
Well,
Triple
you
OG
certainly
over here,
found
man.
4 ways not to do it. That's right. You know, I mean, to look on the bright side there.
I think it was the same problem every time. They just got to know me.
Just the long-term version of me is not as good. It's,
7 years, about all they can handle.
The life expectancy.
yeah.
7 years.
Yeah, you'd
Hey, at least
Like, I
you know
mean-
your shelf life date.
Right.
I proposed to two of them on air in front of Patrick.
Yeah.
Like,
that is
so
actually true.
he
now that
actually
I think
knows
about it.
them,
Yeah,
and-
I've seen them all.
I had some really great women
Right.
that ended up being horrible women for me. I mean, or it's like I was horrible for them, and
Yeah, it was probably both. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure. I never lived with you, but I can only imagine it was not easy.
the last couple, well, I was an asshole.
Well, I think that's just who you are. So I mean, I don't think that's going to
I
change.
used to say I'm the biggest asshole I know, and then people argued with
man.
me to where I stopped saying
Yeah,
that.
no, I get it. But I mean, I'm down. I like it. I've known you since like 4th grade, bro. So you've always been that guy to me. But I dig it, But if I was your girl, I wouldn't. I'd be like, you can shut the fuck up, Mike.
Pick every once in a while.
I think Tiffany did say that sometimes.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
man.
She said I was narcissistic asshole,
Oh, yeah.
which she didn't even know what narcissistic meant. So.
She thought it meant you narked on people.
I guess so. If she wasn't whispering, there was a dark cloud over her head all the time. It was probably because of me.
You think you were the reason? At least you took the blame for it.
She was with me when it was happening, so
Yeah. Awkward.
I do not blame her for wanting to leave. So.
Yeah, I understand. Sometimes it just doesn't work out, man. I mean, shit. I mean, some relationships are that way, and people change, man. I mean,
Man, they do.
Look, when I was 19, I was just telling Lori yesterday. I said, I was talking about my life. I was like, that guy right there. When I got married the first time, I said, I don't know that guy. I mean, he was me, but he ain't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We wouldn't agree on shit. I was like, you need to settle the hell down. Is what you need to do. You got a big mouth and not a lot to back it up. So settle down. But back then, that was a whole different person. So you can't just thrash what? What's going
He's
on
talking about Vorpal bite. He's like, we've been trying to figure out if he's trolling or if he's, what exactly is going on with this
He seems
dude.
to just be throwing out random phrases. Right?
Yeah,
That's
like,
not even actual quote, and he's got it in quotes.
That's actually true. It's not really the exact quote, is it?
what's up, Keith? How you doing, man?
No, that's it. We appreciate whatever's going on, Vorpal.
I don't know if he's like having a small seizure in comments today or what. But
Daniel's in your house.
Yeah, what's up, Keith? What's going on, man? What is a woman? Vorpal Bite wants to know. I'm going to suggest that you get some kind of dictionary or encyclopedia.
Google that shit.
I wouldn't today. You might be real confused when you read it,
life support system. Okay.
Life support system for a vagina. Okay. That's not a good answer, Vorpal Bite. I'm going to be honest with you. I hope that's not a real name they can look you up by, because these ladies in this chat will get you on that.
TikTok coming.
Yeah. Don't let Tasha Mack see you there.
Right?
You set her on fire, bro. And I can't put that fire out. I'm gonna let you burn. Let you burn, man. Anyway.
Latasha just said, "I'm a woman, hear me roar."
Yeah. I'm not even trying to get.
Hey, do me a favor. Go over there and ring that bell real quick, just a few times.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah. Let's go ahead and kick
Get
it
it
off.
off. We're gonna get this.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's comments. Yeah.
It's on.
It's on.
Yeah.
Go for it. We'll just sit here and read them.
Yeah, we'll just sit here
We'll
and
just
watch.
commentate. Here,
We'll watch
you can have
what
join in. Yeah.
Tasha Mack v.
This is how we'll finish off the show.
Vorpal Bite. Yeah.
I wonder, is that Vorpal? Is that from Shangri-La Frontier?
Standing
by
in
way?
the right corner, typing in at 53 words per minute.
His 20 fingers are strong.
Right.
That's about me, 53 words.
Yeah.
With 3 fingers, 2.5 really. Hunt and peck. Still to this day, I cannot do it without looking.
No, I failed keyboarding 3 years.
Man, I got that.
Yeah, I don't do the whole home key.
I don't know
can't
how I
do that
passed it,
shit,
honestly. I never could look at do the home.
My
key.
son is like, he plays games like that, so he's like, I'm like, no,
Yeah,
I can't
Laura
do
can.
that.
She just, it's
Yeah,
stupid.
I
Man.
can't do 'em.
Like 100 words a
Yeah,
minute.
he's up there. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
What's
He started off, he tried to throw something out there, and I was like, yeah, he just failed already.
No,
we're done.
no. We're not going there. We're not going there.
not biting?
Even
No.
I will not go there.
No, that's troll bait. I'm not even biting that.
no.
This comment match has been called a disqualification.
Yeah.
Here is your winner by default, Latasha Mack.
Yeah, Brandon said 28 words a minute. Is that without errors? I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just kidding. You said Vorble's from Jabberwocky. It means sharp.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
Jabberwocky, like the Monty Python type Jabberwocky? Isn't that kind of related somehow to that?
Oh, that's a language that douchebags use.
Oh!
Not him.
Not him, of
not
course.
Vorpal.
Vorpal. It's Mike Woodall. All right, everybody. Listen, I got some stuff I got to get to today, so we're going to get out a little bit early. But, man, you guys are awesome. We're thankful for you. Please,
Yes.
whatever you're doing is working. Keep spreading the word.
Smash
Keep-
that like button.
Smash the like button, man. You guys are amazing.
Get your
We'll see
Patrick
you
and the
next time.
People
Peace.
merch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Over at patrickandthepeople.com. If you want merch, get you some merch. It's over there. We out.